Yes! All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. We are doing a live stream, a live watch-along. I haven't done one of these in years. I think it was the last time we were in the Premier League I done a match watch-along. So I'm going to be rusty, but it's going to be fun. Welcome, everybody into the stream. Newcastle fan, neutral fan, Leeds fan. We're going to be doing commentary here. If you can't watch the game, if you can watch the game, you don't want to listen to the Sky commentators. You want to listen to this man, mute them, get me on. I'm going to try and give you the best commentary there is on YouTube. And yeah, I asked in my most previous video, do you guys want to see a little match watch along for this game? And a few of you said yes, so I made you feel good. Here we go. Welcome. Yo. More yo's coming out. Get the WD-40 out if you're rusty. Genuinely, I know I'm going to need it. We are 15 minutes away from kickoff. Newcastle versus Leeds United. As you can see, the ticker across the bottom. Leeds team news. Roden returns to the 11 after injury. Ampadu's back into the starting lineup. That means Okafor and Bornau have been benched, and no Sean Longstaff in the squad at all. They're the main headlines, the main team news for Leeds United versus Newcastle, or Newcastle versus Leeds United. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Just hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Let's get the chat popping. Let's share this about. Get all your likes in and your comments and all that good stuff. And when the game kicks off, we'll hopefully bring you some good commentary. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. And let me know your score predictions. Tonight, it's going to be difficult. It is really going to be difficult at St. James's Park. I've got a funny feeling the unbeaten run might come to an end. I don't know. I really don't know. Please tell me you are pragmatic when a player makes a mistake, struggling, watching other watch-alongs so dramatic. I'm not going to make it dramatic. I'm going to try and commentate like you would listen to a commentary on Sky or on BT or at BT. God, that's the last time I've live streamed TNT Sport. You know, I'm going to try and give you. So I'm not going to always look at the chat necessarily when the game's on. Maybe a pause in play. That's when I will obviously look at the chat. And I appreciate everyone who's in here and stuff. But I want to try and give it a bit like you're watching the game with me. And just I don't know. 2-1. Trust me. Yeah, guys, get your score predictions in the chat. Thank you for everyone who's in here already. Really do appreciate it. We are well about 17 minutes away from kickoff. We've got some more comments in now. Hans Norman, welcome. Tanaka instead of Gruev, so we can go more forward. Yeah, I would have liked that. Let's get the well, I mean, that's the team news across the bottom. Like I said, just gone through that. So let's get up down the bottom. The Leeds United lineup for tonight. Lucas Perry in goal. James Justin at the right wing back with Goodmanson at the left wing back. Roden comes back into the back three. I don't know how he's done it. He's an absolute warrior. Pascal Strauch in there as well next to Jacobiol. The three in the midfield. He might go four in the midfield today. I'm not sure how he's going to do it. Might be a 5-4-1, might be a 3-5-2. But Ampadu returns into the 11 after suspension. He missed out on Manchester United, obviously. Gruev and Stack are in the middle. Aronson might join Calvert-Lewin up top, or he might drop a little bit deeper. And obviously, like I said, Calvert-Lewin up top. And yeah, no Longstaff in the squad today on the bench. We've got the usual suspects. Mecha, Perot, Nonso, Tanaka, others on there that I can't even remember right now. And this is how Newcastle look as they host Leeds United today. Pope and goal. Miley, Chow, Shah, Hall as the four at the back. They're going with their usual midfield three of Bruno Guimaraes, Jolinton and Tonali. And then the front three, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon and Voltamada. So, yeah, a very, very decent front line from Newcastle. But we'll keep the Leeds United lineup ticking there across the bottom. Newcastle too good for us. That's a good start. Positive start from you, Duskio. Yeah, I mean, get your score predictions in the chat. Like I said, there's 30 of you in here already. I mean, I appreciate anyone who's in here tonight before the game, during the game, after the game, because, you know, I haven't done this in so long, a live stream. So I'm going to be a tad bit rusty, but it'll be fun to have a go. Why not? Let's have a go at this evening and let's see how we get on. Like I said, if there's anyone you know who's not subscribed or doesn't want to watch this evening or wants to watch this evening, bring them in here. Bring them in here. Hope they can give me a little watch, a little confidence boost. I forgot, actually. I need to sort of plug this a little bit more on socials as well. It does seem we have lined up for a point, but who knows, says Ollie P8785. Yeah, I kind of get that, but would a point be bad at St James's Park? I don't think so. I think it would be a very decent point. A lot of Leeds United fans are thinking maybe this could be the end of Leeds United's 7 unbeaten run. I think a lot of people are thinking we're going for a 1-1 draw every time you see Gruev. Every time I see Ilya Gruev in the squad, I do think, okay, maybe Leeds just want a point this evening. But yeah, be happy to have a point. Happy to see Tanaka back. I'll go for a 1-0 to us. I love that from you, Chris. Chris, I saw your comment saying get the kettle on. It's not the kettle. It's squash. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why. I've had a lot of coffee today. You'll probably be able to tell a little later on. Leeds is going to be behind in the first half, then rallying with 3-2 in this. If we get a 3-2, you know what's going to happen though? Leeds might lose, and then all of the comments will just be never do a watch along again, Ollie, because you're clearly the bad luck. That's probably what will happen. But as long as Leeds put up a good fight today, and if we could scrape a point at Newcastle, because they've hit some good form as of right now. And yeah, I would definitely take that. I think you guys would too. I'm just going to post this on Facebook, and then I'll be fully with you guys. Keep getting your score predictions in the chat. I really, like I keep saying, really appreciate everyone in here this evening. This is so annoying every time I have to promote this. I haven't missed this. All the good stuff. Right, there we go. Get that up. Oh, is that right? Yeah, we'll post that. Who's your favorite top 3 lead strikers of your lifetime? Wow, okay. The questions are starting already, Peter. Welcome, good evening. Smash that like button. In my lifetime, see, I'm only the ripe old age of 24. So I haven't seen, I've seen the likes of Sabicki, Antonucci, even though Antonucci was genuinely all right, to be fair, for the time. In my lifetime, strikers. I really don't know. I'd probably go Becchio, I would say. Becchio, Patrick Bamford, probably for what he done in the Premier League. Let's be serious. And you know what? Screw it. Let's give it Antonucci. Let's give it Antonucci. That's who I've seen in my lifetime, who I can remember anyway. Yeah, I mean, we haven't, as in them sort of glory years, the years of 2012 to now, there hasn't been many decent strikers, but you probably got to give it to Bamford, which says quite a lot about where Leeds United have been in the last few years. Oi, oi, Daryl Harris. Evening, good evening. Get your score predictions in, everyone. Hope you're all doing fantastically well, like I keep saying. And as you can see down the bottom, this is the main team news this evening for Leeds United. Roden returns to the 11 after injury. Like I said, do not know how he got back in time. Really don't. Ampadu back into the starting 11. The two that have dropped out is Okafor and Bourne. Now they're both benched, and no Sean Longstaff in the squad, which is a bit of an odd one because he was in the squad against Man United. He was on the bench, and then arguably Sean Longstaff's best game was the reverse fixture when Newcastle were welcome to Ellen Road. But Newcastle line up like this: Pope in goal, Miley at right back, Chow and Shah as the 2 centre backs, Lewis Hall at left back, the 3 in the middle, Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali and Jolinton, and then the front 3 of, it looks like, Harvey Barnes on the right, Voltemada through the middle, and Anthony Gordon on the left. Looking at the Leeds United lineup this evening: Perry in goal, James Justin and Goodmanson make up the wing-backs for the Whites. The 3 at the back is Joe Roden, returns from injury already. We don't know how. Jacobiol and Pascal Stroik now drops to the bench. The 3 in the middle of the park, Ethan Ampadu, again, back from suspension. Ilya Gruev and Stack remain in the squad from the 1-1 draw at Man United. The goal scorer against Man United, Brendan Aronson, deserves start. And of course, Calvert-Lewin leads the line for Daniel Farke's Leeds tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, get your scores in. Clark, Jones, Hasselbank. That's a bit better than Antonucci. Who did I say? Antonucci, Bamford, and Becchio. A little bit better than them. 1-1, but I think our run ends tonight. I think you could be right, Danny. Hasselbank, Clark, Viduka. Again, a lot better than mine. 3-1 Leeds. Love that from you, Daryl. I think that's a tad bit optimistic, but you know what? I fully rate it. Hi from Scarlett and Ellie. Hello, Ellie and Scarlett. Hope you're having a nice evening. Be more confident if it was at Ellen Road. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Hey, Ollie, let's do it, mate. 3-2 Leeds. I mean, I hope you're right. I haven't even got the right game on. I've got Man City Brighton. It's been a bit of an open game here. I think it is still 0-0 though. Yeboah, Viduka, and see, Beckford is kind of in it. Beckford scored some clutch goals for Leeds in obviously the the League One playoffs and things like that. And obviously the goal January 3rd, remember the date against Man United. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about Beckford. There's something about Beckford for me. I do like him, but I don't know. 1-0 Leeds DCL. I hope you are right. Flying Dutchman 2065. Yaboa. Oh, McCormack. How did I forget Ross? Yeah, Ross McCormack's in there, by the way. He is beautiful. What a player he was. He scored something like 30 plus goals for Leeds, and Leeds finished like 15th that season. I mean, how? I mean, imagine without his goals, that would have been crazy. Leeds would have been most likely relegated if that would have happened. Guys, do subscribe if you are new around here as well. Newcastle fan, Leeds fan, just a fan of football. Here we go. Stream on, mate. MOT. Here we go. Right, I need to get Leeds on, to be fair, because I do not have it on. So Man City Brighton is 0-0. Fulham v Chelsea. What is that? That is also 0-0. Palace Villa 0-0. Bournemouth Spurs is 1-1. No, it's not. It's now 2-1 to Bournemouth. And what have we got here? Everton Wolves is 1-0. Everton with Brentford versus Sunderland. What's that? 1-0 Brentford, I believe. I can't really see. But anyway, let's get on the main feature this evening, which is Newcastle versus Leeds United. Like I said, I'm going to try and give you guys full match commentary, really. I'm going to try and just watch the game as it's happening, giving you commentary. If you're, driving in the car right now, if you can't see what's going on, as in, I'm going to try and describe what's on the screen. I can't necessarily say that that's going to be what it's actually like, but you never know. We'll have a watch. But if you guys do enjoy these live streams, be sure to smash that like button. That does really help me out, and maybe do some more in the future if you guys want to see more. Let's go again. No spoilers, please. Yeah, no spoilers in the chat. I probably won't even, like I've kind of said, Chris, probably won't look at the chat too much. I'll probably be like where my TV is, right there. But either way, yeah, no spoilers in the chat. God, this feels nostalgic. This does feel nostalgic. Used to do this all the time back in the day, back in the Jesse Marsh day, the Javi Gracia days. Wow, the Bielsa days in the Premier League. And then look at me, glory hunting supporter. As soon as we go down to the Championship, no watch-alongs, back up in the Premier League. Oh, he's back, is he? Yeah? Yeah, I tell you what, I hate these YouTubers. Yeah, Bournemouth are 2-1 up. Who scored? Is it Evan Nilsson again? No, it's not. I have no clue who that is. Right, so, like I've gone through a few times, the main team news this evening, Roden returns to the 11 after injury. Ampadu back. Okafor and Bunnell bench, no Longstaff in the squad. Ladies and gentlemen, for me this evening, I'm going to go for a very optimistic 1-1. I'm not sure if that will happen, but we'll see. I'm not sure if 1-1 will happen. Get your final last-minute score predictions in the chat. Where's the old man, Ollie? He is not here. He's watching it in the comfort of his own home. He is not. Papa Ward is not here, unfortunately. He didn't get the gig. He didn't get the contract. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen this evening. But you've got me, so don't you worry, Chris. Don't even, already start. You already want more people. You already want different people. Is that what it is? Am I that bad? After 15 minutes, you already want someone different. I'll tell you what. But yeah, get your last minute score predictions in the chat. Even if you've already sent them through, send them through again, and I will read them out on stream. For me, like I said, I'm going for an optimistic 1-1. I do believe Newcastle have turned a bit of form. But it's a bit of a free hit for Leeds after West Ham yesterday. West Ham are in trouble. I really don't like how every other fan thinks that Leeds are safe, thinks that West Ham are gone. See, I go back to the start of the season where I said, yeah, Liverpool, they were 5 games into the season. Everyone was like, yeah, well, Liverpool have won the league, so what else? Liverpool nowhere near winning the league now. Things change so much in football. If Leeds lost their next 4, West Ham won 2 and drew 2, then, it's a lot different, isn't it? So I don't think anyone's safe. I think Leeds United fans realise that nobody's safe. But I think as teams around us, like, I'm listening to fans that don't support Leeds that are saying like, yeah, well, Leeds are safe. So no, that's not how Leeds United work, ladies and gentlemen. I think I know that. But either way, yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Kickoff 5 minutes away. Let's get the lineups down the bottom. This is the Newcastle lineup today. They are home today at St James's Park. Pope in goal. Lewis Miley, Chow, Shah, and Hall make up the back 4. The 3 in the middle of the park: Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, and Jolinton. And then the front 3: Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon on the left, and Voltemada up front. No Alanga, no Jacob Murphy in the starting 11 for Newcastle. And then the Leeds lineup looks like this. Perry in goal. Two wing-backs, James Justin and Goodmanson. Roden, Biol, and Strauk make the back three. The three in the middle of the park is Ampadu returning from suspension, Ilya Gruev and Anton Stack. And then Brendan Aronson will kind of play in a 10 or alongside Calvert-Lewin this evening. And yeah, it's going to be a very big game. Players in the tunnels. Just to say, I am on Sky Go, so it's a little bit behind on Sky Go. But either way, like I said, no spoilers in the chats. Either way, both teams are coming out. Ethan Ampadu leading the line again for Leeds United. Leeds in the nice blue kit. Dropping to say hi, Jason. Hello, mate. Hopefully you've dropped a like on your way out if you're going to go watch it. If you're going to go watch the game. My first watch along was with you and Papa Ward on the sofa making remarks. Great days. Great days indeed, Chris. Really, really was. Yeah, they were the good old days. Really, really was. They're both coming out now, both teams. Here we go. I can't wait. I really can't wait for this. This is the most nervous I've been for a game in a long period of time, but I do believe it is a little bit of a free hit. I was actually really nervous against Manchester United. Every time we got the ball, I was scared. I really, really was, because I didn't want mistakes to happen. And a lot of people have been tweeting of saying that, you know, the only players who kind of acted like it was a derby against Man United was Aronson and Jacobiol. What do you guys think about that? Reminder, likes. Thank you, Jason Taylor. Thank you, thank you. And if you haven't liked right now watching this, be sure to smash that like button. And like I said, get everyone in who wants to watch a bit of Leeds. If they do, bring them in. Yeah, bring them in. Say hello. We're getting close to 21,000 subscribers to go through the lineups one more time before kickoff. Newcastle lineup like this. Nick Pope in goal, Lewis Miley at right back, Chow and Shah as your two centre-backs with Lewis Hall at left back. Three in the middle of the park, Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali and Jolinton. Anthony Gordon starts on the left. Harvey Barnes on the right, and Voltemada leads the line for Eddie Howe's side. Leeds line up like this. Lucas Perry in goal. James Justin at right back with Goodmanson at left back. The three at the back for Leeds tonight. Joe Roden, Jacobiol, and Pascal Struijk. The three in the middle of the park. Ampadu returns to the 11. Anton Stack, Ilya Gruev, and the two up front where Aronson might be dropping a little bit of a 10, but then Calvert-Lewin leads the line. He is the fourth top goal scorer in the division. Hopefully Calvert-Lewin can score some more goals this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, kickoff is minutes away. Be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new as well. And I think there's a bit of a round of applause here to do with, was it Kevin Keegan, who's come out and said he has cancer, I believe. So a lovely round of applause here at St. James's Park for him. King Kev is ringing around the St. James's Park, and a shout out to him. Legend. Even in all, come on, Leeds. Beardy Old Man 8306. Legend. Thank you, everybody, for joining. The game kicks off in a few minutes' time. We're looking good. We're looking excited. Get your score predictions in the chat. Ollie Ward here with your commentary for the evening. If the Sky commentators aren't doing it for you, join me. Have a little chat. We'll talk about it, but I'm going to try and focus on the game, give you some analysing of the game and what's going on the pitch instead of just going, oh, unlucky. You don't even know what's going on. So I'm going to try and talk you through that. And yeah, my co-commentator joins me. Oh, no, I don't have one. So yeah, it's a bit of a big evening for me to try and talk this whole time. Batting off a bit of a cold as well. Excuses getting in already. Bruno Guimaraes, he is Newcastle's joint top goal scorer this season with 7 goals. Few stats there for you. Definitely not what just came up on the Sky Sports bit down the bottom. Hoping we can stand defeated today 1-1. Yeah, get your last minute score predictions in before the game kicks off. Like I said, I'm on Sky Go this evening, so it might be a little bit delayed my end. But yeah, get all your chats in because I'm not going to be chatting loads while the game's on. But I still do appreciate all the comments. I will read them when there's breaks in play and things like that. Try not to spoil it in the chat as well. Thank you, everyone who's here so far. Really do appreciate it. You know, I don't stream much, but when I do, it does mean the absolute world. So thank you very much for being here. The game is about to get kicked off. I think Newcastle have the game. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, Leeds. Good to see you again, brother. Thank you, Jesse Bronson. Come on, Leeds. I started following you when Marsh was the manager. I remember the live streams from a few years back. Yeah, it was a bit of a difficult time, wasn't it? Newcastle, get this game kicked off here at St. James's Park. Leeds United looking to keep their unbeaten run going, and let's get it on. Here we go. And yeah, really big game for Leeds United. Lewis Miley here playing it at the back over to Shah. Lewis who has the ball. Oh, I'm quite nervous, I really am nervous. Lewis Hall plays it over to Anthony Gordon. James Justin's going to he's going to be busy tonight. No Jaden Bogle in the squad for Leeds. And a throw over to the right-hand side for Leeds United. Yeah, I really like the blue strip. Really, really do like Leeds in that blue. Don't have the best away form this season, but a point here would be absolutely huge for Leeds United. Looking at Daniel Farker there. Bornau, Okafor on the bench. Sam Barham, he is alive, ladies and gentlemen. He is alive. Joe Roden on the ball now. Over to Jakobiol. Leeds playing at the back. Good pressure from Volta Marder. Here comes Pascal Stroke to Goodmanson, the left back. Plays a ball up the line. Nobody there. But Calvert-Lewin will try and chase that. Doesn't. Gets cleared. Back up to Strauch now. Bit of pinball in the air. Guimaraes kicks it up. Voltamada tries to hold it up. No one really taking control of the ball at the moment. Stack clicks it up. Aronson. Good bit of good interception from Jolinton there. That's Lewis Miley now. Lewis Miley goes home to Chow. Yeah, the ball's not really getting on the ground as of yet. No one's really taken control of anything. Don't think this is happening. You don't think Leeds are going to get anything out of this game? Wow. I don't know. They're a tough team to crack. They really, really are. Here's Shah now. Lewis Hall picks it up into the Leeds half. Anthony Gordon, good one-touch play from Newcastle. Gordon, Tonali. Tonali, nice ball out to Guimaraes. Good one-touch football from Newcastle. Jolinton now. He holds off many Leeds players. Puts it out to Harvey Barnes on the right wing. Harvey Barnes whips it in. Strauch deals with it uncoordinatedly, if that is even a word. Here's Tonali to Lewis Miley, who is filling in at right back at the moment, doing a perfectly good job for Newcastle. Aronson, good interception. Here goes Aronson now. Brendan Aronson going to try and take on Lewis Miley. Does the informed American. He keeps going down this left-hand side. Got no real options ahead of him and loses out in the end to Lewis Miley. He needed some help there from Calvert-Lewin or anyone. And Newcastle get away with it. Lewis Hall on the edge of his own box. Can't lose it there. James Justin nearly gets stuck in there. Lewis Hall comes away with it. Leeds unlucky not to win the ball on the edge of the Newcastle box. Here's Lewis Miley back to the keeper. 2.5 minutes in here at St James's Park. Newcastle 0, Leeds 0. Headed up into the air. Good header from Pascal Strauch, and it goes out for a Newcastle throw-in. Good to see you doing a watch-along, Ollie. Thank you, Bilbo7757. Yeah, thank you. Aha, it's on. Great. Yes, it is on. It's on. It's on. Don't you worry. The game is on. Like I said, no spoilers in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm going to try and give you some commentary as just a commentator, really. Lewis Miley now over to Chow. Is that how you say Chow? Is it Chow? I think it's Chow. I'll call him Chow. Thiao. Clips ball from Lewis Hall. And yeah, it's not going there. Runs all the way through to Lucas Perry for a goal kick to Leeds United. Like I said, I might be a tad bit behind on my live stream because I am on Sky Go, famously about 45 seconds behind. And so, yeah, no spoilers in the chat, as always. And if you are new around here, smash that like button as well and subscribe if you're new. We are, well, look how close we are to 21,000 subscribers. And share this around if, you got some Newcastle mates, some Leeds mates, some football fans. Get them subscribed. That would really, really help me. We're looking at Eddie Howe right now. Eddie Howe doing a decent job now at Newcastle. Obviously, he's done a brilliant job all round, but I know a few fans were thinking Eddie Howe out not too long ago. Winning it back in the middle of the park, Ethan Ampadu goes back to Jakobiol. Nice. I mean, it's not a nice pass at all from Jakobiol. It goes all the way to Jolinton. Ampadu gets stuck in there. Here goes Lewis Miley down the right-hand side. He's going to try and feed Harvey Barnes. He does find Harvey Barnes on this right-hand side. He's driving into the Leeds area. Tries to nip the ball in the box, and in the end, Pascal does head it away. Gruev goes down, and Leeds win a free kick near the corner flag there. And yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of an odd one. Pascal Strauch hasn't managed to clear anything without it hitting his shin or hitting his knee. He hasn't really got any sort of full contact on it yet. Luckily, Ilya Gruev goes down. And like I said at the start of the stream, if you were here, I think a lot of people think when Ilya Gruev's playing, Leeds are looking to maybe get a point. But you never know. You never know. Leeds do have a strong bench, the likes of Nonto, Tanaka, Perot, Metcha, your normal lot on the bench. No Sean Longstaff in the squad today, which is funny. He was in the Man United on the bench for Manchester United game and not on the bench for this one. Okafor obviously on the bench as well. Here goes Brendan Aronson. Lovely bit of running from Brendan Aronson. He drives into the box. Aronson puts it across the box. No one there. Picks it up. Here's Anton Stack. Stack whips it to the back post. Oh, well cleared. Got a bit excited there. Anthony Gordon in the end trying to get it clear, but James Justin nicks the ball off him brilliantly. It's a Leeds throw-in right next to the corner flag. Good pressure from Leeds United. Lovely bit of play again from Brendan Aronson down this left-hand side. He beats Chow to it, drives into the box. The American boy is in full form at the moment. Wasn't the best pass in. Stack tried to recycle the cross and good defending in the end by Jolinton. And Leeds do have a throw-in right next to the corner flag. Ampadu will probably be on this and tried to go long for Leeds United. 5 minutes into this game, Ampadu getting a bit of stick from the home fans. We've missed these Ampadu long throws. Goodmanson was all right for the game against Manchester United with the throws, but nothing beats an Ampadu throw in. The ball about to get whipped in now for Leeds. Thrown in. Leeds can't win the first head. I think Voltemada wins it. Newcastle clear their lines for now. Might fall to a Newcastle player. It doesn't. It falls to Goodmanson. Goodmanson does well to beat Harvey Barnes. Here is Goodmanson. Nice little flick over to Aronson on this left-hand side. Aronson now tries to take on Barnes. Puts it back to Goodmanson in the box. Goodmanson looks to whip it in across the box. Nobody there. Jolinton all the time in the world to try and get that. And really well recovered from Pascal Struijk. This is a good bit of play from Leeds. Leeds win the ball back and they're all the way back at Perry. But that was good there. Newcastle could have counter-attacked, I should say. And Pascal was there. Ampadu a bit of time in the middle. Jolinton breathing down his neck, but he done well. Is Yacobiol over to Roden. Lovely ball over to James Justin if he can get there. James Justin does, and he's gone in strong there, Chow. And he might pick up a booking for that. He does. An early yellow card for the centre-back. And yeah, good little bit of play from Leeds. Joe Roden down that right-back spot. And James Justin does a very professional little tap away. He knew he maybe wasn't going to get there. Gets a little tap. Chow dives in. Yellow card for the number 12. And yeah, good start to have one of your key centre-backs on a yellow card for the away side. And good little bit of play from Leeds, dominating the last few minutes. We're only 7 minutes into this game. Still is Newcastle 0, Leeds United 0. Keep letting me know in the chat if you're liking the commentary. If you are, if you're not, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep doing it. I think Anton Stack over this free kick to whip it in. Not a bad ball. Nice ball in. Struijk headers it just over the crossbar. Decent effort from Pascal Struijk. A really deep free kick from Leeds. And was he onside? He was onside. Pascal Struijk won the header. And he's quite a threat at set pieces, but he heads it over the bar. Bit of an uncoordinated header. Maybe should have put it on target, the Flying Dutchman. Unlucky there. Decent card at the right time. Exactly that, Chris. Early in the game, get your key centre-back on a yellow card. And yeah, that's good for Leeds. Leeds will be happy with that one. But decent chance from Leeds. Nice ball into the box from Anton Stack. Pope now kicks it up. Ethan Ampadu wins that in the air. James Justin, bit of time on this right-hand side. And he simply back to Lucas Perry. Voltemada breathing down Perry's neck. Perry does, scares me, really does, into Ampadu. And Biol tries to go long, blocked, and in the end, he has to smash it long because there's a lovely bit of clearance. But actually, it's a brilliant ball over Dominic Calvert-Lewin if he's onside. No linesman has put his flag up, not yet. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin holding up the play. Gruev, nice little nutmeg from him. Stack, here's Ampadu. Good play from Leeds. Getting closer to that Newcastle area. Here's Goodmanson on this left-hand side. No real option ahead of him. He goes back to Aronson. Aronson now over to Pascal Struijk. Good bit of play from Leeds, keeping the ball, dominating the ball so far at St James's Park. Nice ball into Aronson. Goodmanson. And yeah, just keeping the ball here. 8.5 minutes gone. Ampadu with a clipped ball over to James Justin. Well defended. And Aronson wins the header. Good bit of play. Ball's not on the ground. And it is now. Here's Jolinton in the middle of the park. Leeds players surround him, though. And he does a simple pass into Lewis Hall. Newcastle could break now with Anthony Gordon about to run down the wing, but good interception by the captain, Ethan Ampadu. Great to see him back in the 11. Like I said, this is a bit of a free hit for Leeds United today with the likes of West Ham losing yesterday. Obviously annoying that Forest did win, but I mean, it puts more pressure on West Ham, obviously. Bit of a free hit. The unbeaten run, 7. Leeds haven't lost the game since the back end of November, that 3-2 loss that started all this great form, but 3-2 loss it was at Man City, a late goal from Phil Foden. But since then, we know the turn of form that Leeds have been on. Leeds could break now. Ethan Ampadu gets pulled back, and that again could be a yellow card for Harvey Barnes. The ref might let him go. And Ethan Ampadu saying, how? He's looking at the fourth official going, how? How's that not a yellow? Leeds were maybe going to go on the attack there. I thought that would have been a second booking for Newcastle, but clearly not. Little drinks break. Thank you for everyone being in here. Smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. If you want to see more watch-along commentary. Here goes Pascal Struijk at the back now. Here's Ethan Ampadu, the number 4 for Leeds. Just enjoying the ball at the back. Scores on the door so far. Everton are winning 1-0 at Wolves. At home against Wolves. Brentford are leading Sunderland 1-0 and Bournemouth to Tottenham 1. 0-0 Fulham, Chelsea, but Chelsea are down 2-10. Man City are 1-0 up. You guys will have to let me know the goal scorers, FPL reasons. Hopefully it's Heartland. I mean, everyone thinks that, right? But yeah, Chelsea are down to 10 men. Not a good start for Chelsea. Who's been sent off there? Cucurella, not good. And the goal scorer from Man City, Erling Haaland. Who else? Here goes Tonali now. Nice ball round the back, but it's going to go all the way to Lucas Perry. Lucas Perry with the ball now. 10 minutes gone in this game. Newcastle 0, Leeds United 0. Looking at Eddie Howe here and Jason Dindal. The stars of the show, well, one of them is anyway. Lucas Perry to Jacobiol now. Leeds looking to control this game a bit more like they have in the opening 10 minutes. I'll probably edge it Leeds. That's not a bad ball, I think, actually, if Joe Rodon get there. Joe Rodon's on the right wing now for some reason. Joe Rodon looking to whip it in. Not a bad ball at the back post, but no one's there unless Goodmanson can do something here. Good defending from Harvey Barnes. And he's going to go back to Nick Pope. Wasn't the best of passes. Calvert-Lewin put pressure. Leeds are doing really well here to continue the pressure. Ilya Gruev now to Ampadu into the Newcastle half. Every Leeds player's in the Newcastle half right now. And in the action areas, been all in the middle of the park the last 10 minutes. And, Leeds are doing really well here. And here goes Brendan Aronson on this left wing. And he finds Ampadu back in the middle. Ampadu just commanding in the middle of the park. Here goes Ilya Gruev over to Pascal Struijk. He finds Goodmanson on this left-hand side, the number 3, arguably signing of the season for Leeds so far. 11.5 minutes gone here. Dominic Calvert-Lewin loses out, well intercepted. Good bit of Goodmanson just hits it up there. Calvert-Lewin will put a bit of pressure on Chow. Chow doesn't deal with it brilliantly. It's Brendan Aronson now driving, and he gives it to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin just on the edge of the box, whips it back post. No one's there, and Calvert-Lewin stacks complaining, saying, just pass it to me on the edge of the box. Calvert-Lewin on the left-hand side tries to whip it in, when actually it should have been the other way around. Aronson should have been out there. Calvert-Lewin should have been in the box. Goal kick, Newcastle. And disappointing, really, because Leeds are dominating the chances so far in the action areas. It's all Leeds in the Newcastle area. But it's good to have Ampadu back in the squad. Like I said, if you are new around here, ladies and gentlemen, smash that subscribe button because, we're very close to 21,000 subscribers. And, just appreciate everyone being here. Can't stop smiling. Thank you. I haven't done a live stream in years. So very, very happy. Well, I've done a live stream in years. Haven't done a watch-along in years. So very glad to be back. A bit of a tug in the middle of the park. Ampadu on Jolinton, and Leeds give a silly free kick away just across the halfway line. And Newcastle maybe could get this in the box. Obviously, Leeds have some big centre-backs in Jacobiol, Pascal Struijk, Joe Rodon, Anton Stack as well is an aerial threat, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but they've got a few tall players of their own. They are going to try and whip this in. Lewis Hall on this. They've got the likes of Shah. They've got Chow in there as well. Got some decent, some heavy hitters. Jolinton is a tall one. Voltamada, obviously a target man. And they're looking to get this one into the box. Leeds need to deal with this if they don't want to concede in the first 13 minutes. Lewis Hall whips it in. Leeds trying to deal with it. Really good header from Chow. Lucas Perry will come out and claim, and he drops it, and it's in the back of the net. But it means nothing. Lucas Perry, wow, he gets away with that. We'll have to see, because Newcastle have put the ball in the back of the net. It gets whipped in from Lewis Hall. Chow heads it. And you'll have to see if Lucas Perry gets 2 hands. If he gets 2 hands, fair enough. Yeah, he gets 2 hands on it. He does get 2 hands on it, and Shah taps it in. That's fair enough. It should be ruled out because he catches it. He then gets knocked by Shah, drops it. I don't think Shah does much wrong, though. I think Lucas Perry, if this doesn't stand, gets away with it. He really, really does get away with it. Lucas Perry again, and that's showing Lucas Perry. Thank you, Damien. Good to see me back commentating. Lucas Perry's a lucky man again. I don't know how many times we need to keep saying how lucky Lucas Perry keeps getting, but I think that technically was a foul. What happened, like I said, Lewis Hall whips it in. Chow gets his head on it. It should be an easy claim from Lucas Perry. Makes it the hardest thing in the world. And Shah taps it in, but it's still 0-0 here at St. James's Park. Leeds get away with one there. Really, lucky not to be 1-0 down. Stack now heads it. Good header there by Voltamada. Tries to keep it in. Joe Rodon will head it back to Jacobiol. Not the best of headers from Rodon, but Jacobiol gets it clear. Newcastle starting to get a bit more confidence into this game. Tonali, good, brave header from Gruev, but it doesn't come to anything. Now it's Lewis Miley over to Bruno Guimaraes. He's been double-teamed there. Not in that way, by Gruev and Bruno. I'm putting myself off by doing silly comments. It's Chow now over to Fabian Shah. Burnley lead Manchester United 1-0. It's a heaven own goal. And he'll be looking up to the sky after that own goal. He was at fault for the Leeds goal as well at the weekend. So not the best couple of days for Aiden Heaven. Here goes Pascal Stroud. Well intercepted. Here's Brendan Aronson. Newcastle sloppy there. Aronson on this left-hand side. It's been all Aronson. He might try and take on Lewis Miley. He doesn't do too well. Well, he's trying to stand up. He puts a ball into the back post. Again, nobody there. Goal kick Newcastle. It's just not the best end product. Leeds getting into the good sort of areas. And then when we get to the byline, when we get to the edge of the box, we're just overcooking the cross. Aronson there, like I said, on the left wing. Tries to whip it back post. No one there. James Justin was the closest one to it, but he didn't really look a threat. Meslier 2.0. Perry, the new Meslier. Who knows? I actually had to double check that Elan Meslier was at the club the other day. I completely forgot about him, bless him. He had an all right time at Leeds until the Championship. I've never known a goalkeeper who's better in the Premier League than he was the Championship. Anthony Gordon with the throw-in on this, right-hand side for Leeds, left-hand side for Newcastle. Over to Shah, the two centre-backs in the Newcastle halves, the only ones who are there at the moment. Volta-Mardas dropped very deep to pick up this ball. It would be nice for him to get a few touches into this game. He does. Lewis Miley. Leeds have had 23 successful passes into the final third compared to Newcastle's 4. So Leeds have dominated the opening stages of this game in an attacking sense, but haven't been too far. Well, actually look like we're going to do anything. I mean, Newcastle, the closest chance with that Lucas Perry howler a few minutes ago, but Leeds get away with it. It's still 0-0 here at St James's Park. Anthony Gordon now driving into the middle. He takes on his man, but again goes home to Chow. Chow now, all players in the Leeds half. Lewis Miley picking up near Eddie Howe over here. Bruno Guimaraes puts it to Shah. Newcastle just enjoying a bit of possession. Shah tries to go long to Volta-Marda. Good touch. I mean, actually, sorry, that was Anthony Gordon. Them two look quite alike. James Justin, good touchdown from him. But it only goes as far as Lewis Hall. Leeds needs to get a grip of this game before Newcastle do expose us. Here's Jolinton. He's picked it up on the left-hand side. He's got Anthony Gordon with him. Now a good pass into Lewis Hall. Tenali looking to drive a little bit. Good football, good one-touch football. Lewis Hall, Tenali on this left-hand side. Tenali tries to find Volta-Marda, but Gruev deals with it brilliantly, and he clears it only as far as a Newcastle throw, and that will get the crowd right up for this one. Final ball is terrible. Yeah, it's been terrible so far. It really, really has. Here's Chow now for Newcastle. Like I said, every player in the Leeds United half so far. Gruev trying to take the ball off Bruno Guimaraes, but he's put a lovely ball over to Lewis Miley on this right-hand side. But he has to go back, but he goes to Tenali. He tries to find Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes in tons of space. He can run into the box here. He doesn't. He does now. Harvey Barnes driving into the box. Puts it across the box. Back post there. No one there. Not the best of balls, but Anthony Gordon will pick this ball up. Newcastle still on the attack. Gordon trying to take on James Justin. Looking for the overlap of Hall. He doesn't. He gives it Guimaraes on the edge of the box. Not the best pass from Guimaraes. Leeds get it clear. Only, again, as far as Shah, who puts it all the way back to Nick Pope. They can restart this, but yeah, not the best final balls from either side so far in this game. 18 minutes gone. Lewis Hall tries to put... actually, he stops. Puts it to Shah now. He goes for the long switch over to Lewis Miley. Again, in tons of space over here. Can't keep that in, though. It'll be a Leeds throw-in near the technical areas. Goodmanson will be on this. But yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, both sides don't look at their best right now. You know, struggling to... be effective in the final third, let's say. Newcastle with the closest chance. They did have the ball in the back of the net. Perry had two hands on it, but didn't count. Didn't count. Shah apparently fouling Lucas Perry, but he got away with that one, I think, the Brazilian. Dominic Calvert-Lewin done really well in the air there. They've been dragged down. Referee says free kick Leeds about 35 yards into the Newcastle half. Come on, Leeds, says Kai. Why do we end up signing shite goalies? I literally don't know. I don't remember the last... put in the chat right now the last goalkeeper we had that was like really good or like worth their money. Probably is Meslier, to be fair. Not that Meslier is good now, but we got him for like 5 million. And for what he did in the first sort of seasons in the Premier League. Someone who was underrated at Leeds. I don't care. We got him on a free. Rob Green. He just was. Gary Monk's Barmy Army. He was all right. He was all right. Stack now with the free kick, 35 yards out. The worst free kick you've ever seen has hit the first man. Terrible from Stack. Whipped the ball back in. Newcastle get clear. It's out to Lewis Hall now. Lewis Hall clears it long. And he might look for Anthony Gordon here. It's a lovely ball from Hall. And Anthony Gordon is pretty much through. Leeds have got men around him. And it's really good defending in the end from, I believe, That was Anton Stack. He got back, but Stack has to, it was his fault they got in the attack anyway. 2 terrible balls in from the German, but Lewis Hall just hit it up there. And Anthony Gordon's got the pace, but Stack did get back in good time. Anthony Gordon didn't really have any options up there. Harvey Barnes was getting there. It's a Newcastle corner. I'm starting to get a bit nasally. I'm on the back of a bit of a weird coldy virus thing. I think everyone is. Thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. Smash that like button. Really does help me. If we can hit 100 likes tonight, don't know if we could. Give it a go. We'll give it a go, won't we? It's a Newcastle corner. 2 Newcastle players. They're doing their laces on the edge of the box. Newcastle have scored 10 goals from set pieces this season. Only Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, and Leeds have scored more from set pieces. They've scored 10. Leeds have scored 12. Newcastle's turn to whip this in. Whipped in corner. Who can meet their head first? And it's Joe Rodon. Of course, it's Joe Rodon. And Aronson doing really well to hit off Tonali and Gudmundsson. Here's Gruev. Leeds could attack here. Good. Look at the switch. Stack tries to switch. I think James Justin might be in an offside position anyway. He's clearly not. Calvert-Lewin's going to give a foul away here. And advantage Newcastle. Maybe not. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has picked up a yellow card for that foul. And it was a bit of a cynical one from Calvert-Lewin. But to be fair, Harvey Barnes wasn't really going anywhere. But Calvert-Lewin didn't give up. He was pretty much, I think that's an MMA move Calvert-Lewin was trying to do on Harvey Barnes there. Picks up a needless yellow card. So both teams now have a yellow card to their name. It's the Leeds United striker. That's his first of the season, though. And Chow's also picked up one in the opening 5 minutes for Newcastle. Lewis Hall here. 22 minutes gone at St James's Park. It's Newcastle 0. Leeds United 0. Anthony Gordon on this left-hand side. Nice ball into Voltemada. Nice flick from Voltemada. Bruno Guimaraes trying to keep it going, but Gruev was there again. He's been a bit everywhere tonight so far. And Aronson loses out, but wins it again. Voltemada tries to flick, doesn't work. Gruev there again. It's a bit of a tick-attacker. And Aronson flicks it over his head. God, I'll tell you what, he's in some form, Brendan Aronson. And Gudmundsson now. Gruev wins it again. Strauch, he's got a bit of pressure on him. He has to go line, and he does go line to find Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson holds it up. He goes the line to Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson holds it up quite well. He doesn't do well at all because he had players surrounding him. Brendan Aronson throwing his arms around a bit, saying, where's my support there down that left-hand side? Is Bruno Guimaraes to Harvey Barnes. And Gudmundsson, for the first time today, gets close to Harvey Barnes straight away, and Harvey Barnes has to go back to his defence because he stood off him a bit this evening. Mez and Pez like Katie Price. Go on, Stack, mate. I liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Kai. Legend. Thank you, everyone, for like I say, being here tonight. Very, very grateful. Voltemada trying to hold the ball up. He's really struggling to hold that ball up this evening. Calvert-Lewin holds it up nicely. He's been fouled, though, by Shah, but Leeds might play the advantage if Aronson can keep that in. I think he will keep it in, but Shah could be on a yellow here, and then both centre-backs could be on a yellow after this move has gone. Brendan Aronson to Pascal Strauch. Gruev slowed down a lot by Leeds. I thought we could counter-attack there. It wasn't the best pass from, I believe it was Stack. Aronson on the half turn now. Tries to take on Lewis Miley. He's got players around him. Gruev on the edge of the box, about 25 yards out. Goes back to Jacobiol. Every player in the Newcastle half now. Over to James Justin on this right-hand side. No out-and-out winger out there this evening. And probably not as, up and down as Bogle is. Bogle not in the squad this evening for Leeds. Rumours squashed this week from Farker, though, that he's going anywhere. It's just a minor ankle injury from Bogle. Gudmundsson hits it up the line. A bit of a to no one, and Aronson tries to chase it down. Doesn't do too well. Jolinton wins it back down this left-hand side. Does really well, Jolinton, actually. But then it's a bit of a loose pass. Leeds trying to win it back. Ilya Gruev now for Leeds. On the edge of the box, Gruev tries to find Stack. Stack hits it! Straight into the arms of Nick Pope. First shot on target for Leeds, and it's a good one. A good bit of pressing from Leeds United. And Stack with an effort on the edge of the box. Not a bad effort. And Gruev, he had many options. Calvert-Lewin was there. Justin was there and Stack was there. He laid it off to Stack on the edge of the box and straight down the gloves of Nick Pope. Probably got to be doing better from there. Maybe going for the corners. 25 minutes gone. Best chance for Leeds. Anthony Gordon now on this left-hand side looking to drive at James Justin. Not many options. Lewis Hall's coming up beside him. Anthony Gordon. Still Gordon trying to take on Justin. Ampadu's over there trying to double up on him. Lewis Hall to Tonali. Tonali on the edge of the box. Might try and hit one. Does try and hit one to Flex. Off a Leeds player. Goes out for a Newcastle corner. Didn't look like he was going to test Perry, but then in the end took that massive deflection and I believe Stack onto Joe Rodon. That could have gone anywhere. 25 minutes in, Newcastle corner. That really could have gone anywhere. Not a bad effort. And did Shah pick up a yellow card? I don't think he did. I did say that he probably should have with the foul on Calvert-Lewin in the last sort of Leeds United attack. But Bruno Guimaraes is on this corner for Newcastle, 25 minutes in. Bruno Guimaraes whips it in. Not a bad ball. Flicked on by Lewis Miley over the bar. Goal kick. Leeds didn't threat us too much there. So how are you this evening? Kai, mate, I am brilliant. How are you? Thank you for subscribing and liking if this is your first time. It's my first time doing commentary or a live watch along in years. So I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. Apart from I'm talking a lot, so I can feel my sort of throat. Apologies if you see spitting. You know, sometimes that just happens. Kicked up by Lucas Perry. Stack wins it. Aronson wins it in the air. He's done that a lot recently. Here's Calvert-Lewin. He could drive now. Calvert-Lewin, bit of time. He puts through. He tries to put through Aronson. And Aronson and Calvert-Lewin, they're in the wrong positions. You wanted Aronson there and Calvert-Lewin to be through on goal. Here's James Justin. And Leeds get a long throw. And we do know long throws near the corner flags are kind of like corners for Leeds at the moment when the Ethan Ampadu's on them. Thank you for everyone being here. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you are enjoying the commentary, let me know how the commentary is. Yeah. Some feedback. I hope you are enjoying it. I'm not just sitting here going, oh, unlucky. I like to think you know what's happening on the pitch each moment. And what's happening right now is Ampadu is cleaning that ball with every inch of his body near the corner flag here on this right-hand side. Ampadu looking to throw it in. He's laughing with the fans. Whips it in. Jolinton wins the header. And it's a Leeds corner. Just like that. Jolinton wins the header. Wasn't the best of headers. He's looking for a foul. He's saying Pascal pushed him in the back. Leeds will get their first corner of the game. Hopefully we get something of this. 10 out of 10 for commentary. Thank you. Threw this away. Should be 2-1 up. Really? I mean, we've had chance. Well, I don't know. It's always yeah. I don't know. Whipped in from Stack. Not a bad ball in. Leeds win the contact. I believe it's Pascal Strauch again. But yeah, not troubling the goalkeeper anytime soon. Goes very, very far wide. And Leeds, again, don't do much from that set piece. But I tell you what, we keep winning the first ball. And that's what you want from your, set pieces. Strauch is brilliant in the air, but he needs a goal. He does need a goal from him. He's done well to win that again, Pascal Strauch. 27 minutes gone here. It's still Newcastle 0, Leeds 0 at St. James's Park. Nick Pope on this goal kick. He goes long this time instead of going short. And it's Ampadu up against Jolinton. Jolinton uses his body really well done, but Gruev there again. He's done well. Stack. Aronson might pick up the misses pieces. He does. He's done really well, the American. He goes home to Strauch, who looks like he might go back to Lucas Perry, but chasing by Tonali's really good, and Perry has to kick with his left foot. Gets high up the pitch. We know Lucas Perry can kick. Calvert-Lewin does well. Stack got a man on his back is Gordon, but he does well to find Joe Rodon on this right-hand side. Joe Rodon now to Aronson. Bit of time for the playmaker. He's seen most of the ball tonight for Leeds United, I'd say. In attacking areas, that is, at least. Here's Strauch. All Leeds players in the Newcastle area. Not area. Newcastle half, I should say. Not in the box. That would be that would be extraordinary. Here's Ampadu now. Over to Joe Rodon. Good change of pace from James Justin, but he turns back and has to go to Rodon. Here's Ampadu. Ampadu maybe looking to whip it in. Nice pass into Brendan Aronson with the outside of his boot. Brendan Aronson puts it through to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin might try a strike. Good defending. Comes back to Stack, and he blasts over the bar again. And Stack needs to keep some of these down. I've just tried to rip my top off there. Wasn't that exciting, Ollie? Aronson, lovely turn. He fed through Calvert-Lewin. In the end, it was brilliant defending Lewis Miley. And Stack on the rebound, just inside the box, tries a half volley, absolutely blasts it over, nearly probably hits the away fans. Great commentary, a godsend for me as a truck driver parked up on an industrial estate. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I want to do it for, Chris. The people who can't watch the game, the people who, want to see what's going on the stream. So I appreciate that, Chris. I'm not too far from Norwich. I'm in Ipswich, so there we are. Impressed, subscribe and love. You're not moaning all the time like the other lives. Thank you, Peter. And doing a great job, Ollie. Keep it up. Appreciate that beardy old man. Newcastle now with the ball. Lewis Miley in the middle of the park. Doing well at right back, actually, Lewis Miley, the youngster. Normally, naturally, a centre midfielder, and he's fielding very well there for the absent Livramento so far. Tonali is Shah. Lucky to escape a yellow card, to be fair, Shah. That would have been crucial if the back two were on yellow cards. Here's Harvey Barnes on this right-hand side, starting ahead of Alanga and Murphy. Here is Barnes. He can hit one. We know he can. Bruno Guimaraes now to Tonali. Tonali over to Lewis Hall. And looks good bit of play. Harvey Barnes on this left-hand side now. He might try a shot. Puts it onto his left foot. Lovely shot. Good save, Lucas Perry. And Leeds get it clear, but Leeds get a free kick as well. A really good play from Harvey Barnes. He's been on the right-hand side the whole time. And he's cut in on this left-hand side. Good bit of play between him and Lewis Hall. Lewis, he drops a fake shot on Ethan Ampadu there. Hits with his left foot. Smart stop from Perry. And as Joe Rodon tries to get it clear, he is tackled in the process. So Leeds will get a free kick, right as you would a goal kick, really. But it's a smart stop from Perry. But again, he puts it right into the striker's feet. Luckily, Joe Rodon's there. Joe Rodon shakes that one. Of course, he does. The bloke nearly broke his ankle when he's back 2 games later. He's not going to be standing down for a little something like that. And Harvey Barnes, his most league goals by opponent is 6, and that's against Leeds. So he likes a goal against Leeds, does Harvey Barnes. I could have told you that. Yes, he's a lot against for Leicester, and as well, obviously, recently for Newcastle. Harvey Barnes now. I'll give him the world of confidence. Oh, bit of bad play from Chow. Tonali puts it through to Aronson. Yes! Brendan Aronson scores again! Leeds United go 1-0 up at St James's Park. Who else but Brendan Aronson? The American boy is fully in form. Half an hour gone here. It's Newcastle 0, Leeds United 1, and he scored again. Consecutive goals for Brendan Aronson in front of the away end. And it was a terrible bit of play from Chow. Chow tries to clear it and he completely misses the ball. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin takes it, passes it to Brendan Aronson. He had options next to him. Aronson, a man in form, he goes alone, and it's 1-0 Leeds United, and that is huge for Leeds. Very, very happy with that. Nice, come on. Leeds United, I'm just saving a new Photoshop to say that Leeds United are 1-0 up. What a brilliant time to score a goal. Half an hour into this game. Brendan Aronson has done it. What a little legend he is. Well done, Brendan Aronson. Puts it into the back of the net. And Leeds United currently lead 1-0 on the night. Ready? Are you ready? Bosh, just like that. 1-0 on the night. Brilliant from Leeds. Come on, Brendan Aronson. Leeds lead at St James's Park. Never doubted him. I don't think anyone ever has, have they? Excellent commentary. Great stuff. And get in, Brendan. Never doubted him. Yes. Keep tight in the next 10 minutes. Don't throw it away. Ronnie, thank you. Not me. I know you talk to Leeds, but great to see you here. Chris, Aronson, the new DCL. Yes, I mean, he's scoring goals, but Newcastle was a terrible bit of play from Chow, and he's not having the best of games so far. And Newcastle, fewest points from losing positions this season. They've got 0 points from losing positions, but, you know, I mean, when it comes to records, Leeds can change them. Good interception from Stack. Leeds smell blood here. Here goes Anton Stack. He'll drive. He's got Lewis Miley on his back. Jolinton there. Goodmanson could run here. Into the box. Goodmanson gets into the box. And he keeps going. Oh, it's a Leeds corner maybe, or is it a goal kick? It is a goal kick. I mean, there was so much going on there. I couldn't really tell you what was going on. Lovely counter-attack from Leeds again. Aronson wins the ball in the middle of the park, puts it to Stack. He puts it through to Goodmanson. Goodmanson drives into the box on this left-hand side, and he just runs out of energy. We've seen Goodmanson go on them runs before. And, yeah, terrible. Wasn't that long ago people saying he's not good enough? Me with Brendan Aronson. Completely me. Thanks for the commentary, Ollie. Loved your enjoyment for the goal. Yeah, I'll have to watch that one back. Someone can clip that out for me if they want, because I'd love to watch my Brendan Aronson reaction back. Here's Lewis Miley now for Newcastle. 33 minutes in at St James's Park. It's Newcastle 0, Leeds United 1. Wow. Brendan Aronson on the score sheet for Leeds United. I might have to change the ticker down the bottom so you can actually see who scores when. But wow, what a start for Leeds United. I say a start. We're 35 minutes into this game, but Newcastle now will want to get back into it. And here's Shah. Nice ball into Jolinton. He's got tons of room here. Jolinton tries to drive in the box, but brilliant defender from Ampadu. And Leeds just need to be careful here, not to be silly, because we conceded a goal quite early on after scoring against Man United. We don't want to do that again. We don't want to switch off. Going at 1-0 at half-time would be a dream for Leeds. Here's Lewis Hall now. It's all Newcastle since the goal. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? Lewis Miley now on this right-hand side. Puts it to Harvey Barnes, who was close with that effort a few minutes before Leeds got the opener. Here's Tonali. I mean, Goodmanson's in no man's land there. And Lewis O'Malley down this right-hand side. But he's got, no, not Lewis O'Malley. Lewis Miley. He's got no one with him. They have to go home. Tonali puts it over to Chow, whose mistake for the goal on a yellow card. Not the best start for the number 12 for Newcastle. The latest scores: Bournemouth 2, Tottenham 1, Brentford 1, Sunderland 0. It's level 0-0 at Palace versus Villa. And it's 1-0 to Fulham against Chelsea. They're 10-man Chelsea as well. 1-0 to Man City against Brighton. And 1-0 to Burnley against Man United. Darren Fletcher at the wheel. My arse. Here goes Shah. Newcastle not in any urgency to attack Leeds here. Here's Chow. Lewis Marley is playing right back, but he's dropping into like a right centre mid role as well when they're on the attack. And he gives it to Harvey Barnes on this right-hand side. Aronson dropped back to defend here. Aronson will just keep running, won't he? And look at that. Lewis Marley, again, in tons of space. He could whip this in. Does whip it in. Stroud wins the ball like he has been doing all evening. Oh, Anthony Gordon does really well. Might drop to Voltamada. Might drop to Harvey Barnes. 1-1. 1-1. And Leeds couldn't deal with it again. It's similarly very close to what happened at Manchester United. Leeds go 1-0 up. And then they can't deal with it. It's Harvey Barnes. He scores again against Leeds. And it's a terrible bit of play. Miley whips it in. Strout deals with it. Doesn't deal with it enough. Gordon, nice little flick from Gordon. Voltamada holds it up to... Oh, it's a good finish from Harvey Barnes. But just like that, Leeds United now on level 2. I mean, it's the exact same thing that happened against Man United. We tried to go in. Oh, that's so annoying, man. So annoying. You'd probably say they deserve it too, to be fair. But, I don't know. It's just bad bit of defending from Leeds. Harvey Barnes in the box. Voltamada assist, I believe. So predictable. Oh, shit, not again. I knew it. Blow for half-time before the score. That's a bit too late. So predictable. Where is the result from this team? Yeah, it is terrible that we concede straight away. We've done that in recent weeks, haven't we? Annoying. But Harvey Barnes scored again. That's his 7th goal now against Leeds. And that's his most goals scored against any opponent. Difficult, really difficult. Leeds struggle to clear them lines. And I tell you what, Miley's been in tons of space all night down that right-hand side, and he whipped it in. Strouk did clear it, to be fair, but the second ball wasn't dealt with by Gruev and Ampadu. Gordon kept the ball alive, puts it to Voltamada. Voltamada literally just tapped it. A faint touch, and Harvey Barnes struggled with his left foot 6 yards out, and Perry couldn't do anything to stop it. And it's 1-1 here at St. James's Park. That happens. Leeds need to do it all over again. Ampadu and Bruno Guimaraes clash off the ball. Both players do get back up. Shah looking for the switch over to Jolinton. If he can keep that in, he'll do well. He does keep it in the Brazilian. He tries to drive at Biol and does really well. And, well, I mean, the referee said no free kick, but Gordon keeps it alive. I really thought Biol was... Biol probably should have got a yellow card for that. I mean, the fans clearly not happy, and I can see why. If that was the other way around, you'd be thinking, yeah, it's a yellow card. Jolinton completely done Biol, and the ref finally gives a free kick to Newcastle. And yeah, I think Biol's lucky not to get a card there. What happened was Jolinton was on this left-hand side, tried to drive into the box, absolutely skinned Biol. And does he go down a bit easy? I don't know. Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe he does. It'd have been fair for a free kick, maybe not a yellow. But yeah, he didn't get any. He didn't get any. It's 1-1 here, like I said, coming up to the 39th minute in this game. Newcastle free kick deep on this left-hand side, probably about 30 yards out. But looking to whip it in. My score prediction was 1-1. That looks like it's going to be blown away. Because I still think there's many more goals in this. Gordon over this free kick, looking to whip it in. Gordon does whip it in. Really not a bad ball. And it hits the post. Oh my goodness me. Well, Gordon is about 35 yards out. And it goes past absolutely everyone. And hits the top of the post, the crossbar, the top bit. Oh my goodness. And Perry with a lovely throw. Leeds might look to go on the counter-attack here. Aronson wins a throw in down the near the technical area. But wow, Gordon, it goes all the way through every player and bounces. And that would have been a Gordon goal. It's hit off the post. I'll tell you what, he's so far out. Nobody touches it. Perry stood to the spot. Couldn't do anything. But here go Newcastle now. Jolinton tries to feed it. He probably should have gone alone. Oh my God, this game is opening up. James Justin, stack. Leeds want to counter now, but James Justin just doesn't have the legs of maybe a Bogle or even just a right winger. Like if that was a Dan James there, Leeds would have countered. But dearie me, it's really opening up here at St. James's Park before the 45-minute mark. We're going to the 40th minute now. Lewis Hall down this left-hand side. Puts in Anthony Gordon. He stays on side. Gordon whipping it across the box. Lovely ball. Oh my God, it goes all the way through. Calm down, Leeds United. Let's get this game calmed down. But I'll tell you what a game for the neutral. Gordon kept himself on side. Puts it across the box. And I'll tell you what, Harvey Barnes just was there to tap it in. That bloke loves scoring against Leeds, and I feel like he could do it again. New subscriber here. Fabulous channel. Plenty of time to go yet. Come on, Leeds. Thank you, Domself9611 or 9611. Thank you so much. If you guys want to see more live streams, all you got to do is subscribe and drop that like button and let me know if you're enjoying the commentary. Like someone said earlier, they're just sitting in a car park at work and they want to know what's going on. They can't watch the game. I'm here to give you some commentary. 40 minutes in. Newcastle 1, Leeds 1, goal scorers, Harvey Barnes and Brendan Aronson. I'll get that going across the bottom in the second half because that's helpful probably for you. Here is Harvey Barnes now on this right-hand side. Well intercepted by Stroud. Done brilliantly there. Aronson trying to do a bit too much, but he's done really well, Aronson. Again, you can't really put a foot wrong at the moment, the American. Ilya Gruev, good interception from Leeds. Leeds could counter-attack. Turn the other way, Stack. He doesn't. Stack gives it to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin could drive. Ilya Gruev. Gruev, feed him. Here goes Aronson. Oh, good interception from Tonali. He goes home to Nick Pope. I'll tell you what, I couldn't be a non-biased commentator, I should say, because really loving it every time Leeds attack and get a bit worried when Newcastle attack. Oh, that's not the best ball from Lucas Perry. Jacoby Old deals with it. Oh, come on. Come on, Leeds. Leeds really do get away with it. Lucas Perry puts quite a short ball to Jacoby Old. He had a man coming towards him. He had a man behind him as well, and he dealt with it brilliantly. Oh my God, this game needs to get to half time just for my heart, my blood pressure. Is Ethan Ampadu now at the halfway mark? Leeds need to take a foothold of this game because it's getting a bit chaotic, a bit basketball matchy, a bit prime Bielsa days, but we did enjoy them, so why not give us some more? Is Ethan Ampadu? Pascal Stroik has to go back to. I thought he was going to go back to Lucas Perry, but goes to Gruev. Probably wasn't the best option. Aronson to Gruev. I'll tell you what, they've probably been the best two tonight, Gruev and Aronson for me. James Justin wins the header. Ooh, I'll tell you what, it's not too bad, but well defended there by Shah. Lewis Hall, pressure James Justin on his back. Needs to get it clear. Oh, Newcastle looks shaky at the back as well. I'll tell you what, this could end 8-8, how shaky everyone is. Newcastle pick up the ball now. Here's Harvey Barnes in his own half. 43 minutes gone. I don't think we'll get too much additional time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Nothing really has stopped the game. Feels like the ball's been in play for the whole game so far. Is Lewis Hall now going into the Newcastle half. Thank you everyone for being here. Be sure to follow me on my socials as well. You can see that down the bottom. _OllieWard_. Twitter's mainly for my football opinions. Instagram for more personal life. TikTok for more Leeds related stuff. So get over there. Gordon, nice turn. Well intercepted by Ampadu. Ampadu back to James Justin. Gordon wants a bit of revenge. Tries to take on Stack. And Lewis Hall does well. James Justin tries to keep it in play. Does, apparently. Good football from Leeds. Here goes Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson tries to slip through Dominic Calvert-Lewin when Goodmanson was running on the left-hand side. Goodmanson throwing his hands up, which is fair enough. He was in complete ache as Goodmanson. But it's a bit of luck, really, from Leeds, how that ball stayed in play by James Justin. But yeah, a bit lucky from Leeds. Here's Bruno Guimaraes, and the game has stopped for some reason. Referee's going over to the linesman. Not sure what this is all about. And the referees, the referees, whatever they're called, is so we can hear everyone's gone off. Of course it has. Why wouldn't it? Missed their goal. What happened? Missed that goal. What happened? It was basically Miley. He was in tons of space down the right-hand side, whipped it in. Strauch heads it clear, drops on the edge of the box, and Gruev doesn't really do well. They keep it alive. Gordon, the ball drops in the box. Ampadu tries to header it. Gordon flicks over his head. Voltemada holds it up. Barnes sticks it away. Really, it was quite an easy one. Yes, White Snake, of course. Good on you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the commentary so far. If you stick around, but. Yes, I used to do it all the time, White Snake. Back in the Premier League days, back in the Jesse Marsh days, I was always sitting here. But then the competition, every content creator's doing it, and go good on them. You know what I mean? Good on every content creator going out there, doing the watch-alongs. The likes of Joe, Connor, Leeds lately, JT, and many more in the community. So I thought, you know what? It's a one-off. If you guys like it, I might be back. But I can't. The thing is, I can't guarantee it every week because sometimes work on the Saturdays. You know what I mean? A few seconds away from the 45-minute mark. I could only see 2 minutes maybe added on in this game. Really is Lewis Hall. I mean, a goal for half-time would be terrible for either side here. Lewis Hall over to Anthony Gordon. We're going to look how many minutes are added on the minute. Here goes Gordon. Drives into the box. Tries to whip it in. Does whip it in. And I tell you what, Bruno Guimaraes was so close to header it in. Harvey Barnes keeps it alive. 3 minutes added on until the second half. Here's Miley now. Tonali back over to Harvey Barnes, who's got tons of space down this side. Goodmanson really needs to get closer to his man in the second half. That needs to be something. And Aronson does well to defend on the edge of his box. And Aronson does well again, but he's got many Newcastle players on him, and Jolinton wins it. And Newcastle do well to get bodies round Aronson. He didn't have time for the flicks there. Voltamada keeps it alive. Here goes the number 27, and he goes back to Chow here. Tonali on this right-hand side for Newcastle. He tries to whip it in. No, he doesn't. He goes Jolinton back to Tonali. Gruev holds up Tonali, but only as far as Lucas Perry's hands. Good claiming from the Brazilian. And Leeds might need to calm this down before the second half because, well, the ref's counting down now. Lucas Perry might just need to kick it long. He throws it long instead, and of course it reaches over the halfway line. Only he really does that, doesn't he? Lewis Hall wins it in the air. Ampadu and Jolinton, that's going to be a horrible landing. And yeah, it was a little bit. Luckily, both players are okay. Ethan Ampadu and Jolinton try to bring each other up there, and that was a funny little bit of they're both sitting on the floor trying to drag each other up. It wasn't really working, but Jolinton foul on the halfway line for Leeds with a few minutes left until the half-time interval. It is currently Newcastle 1, Leeds 1. Opening goal from Brendan Aronson. Again, brilliant to see the American boy on the score sheet. But then Harvey Barnes scored only a few minutes later. Whipped in from Leeds. Jacobiol wins the first header. Calvert-Lewin holds it up. Penalty Leeds. Leeds United have got a penalty. I do not know what's happened here, but it's Chow again. The bloke's having a disaster class. I'm not sure what happened at all. I'm thinking maybe a handball or a drag or something. The referee, the on-field decision is a Leeds United penalty. What's happened here? Oh, I mean, Jacobiol's won the header and Chow's gone down and he's falling and it's hit his arm. I mean, if it got given against us, I'd be furious. VAR will obviously look at this. We're 47 minutes into the 3 additional minutes, and Leeds could take a huge lead going into the second half. But the referee's given a decision of a penalty. So Jacobiol wins the header, and then Chow falls over, and he's chucked his arm at it. He has chucked his arm at it. You've seen them given, and he's trying to say Calvert-Lewin was all over him. But I don't know. And Chow's had a terrible first half. He's had an early yellow card inside 6 minutes. He gave away the goal for Brendan Aronson's opener. And Leeds could be getting a second here thanks to a Chow handball in the penalty box. Jason Tindall, Eddie Howe don't look happy with it. I mean, if it got given against you, you'd be furious. I'll have to look at a different angle again. But if you're watching the game, let me know what you guys think. I don't know who'll be on the penalty. Oh, yeah, definite penalty. Been watching you since Bielsa got us up when we were still sitting with your dad. But yes, mate, you know it, Jesse. I know you're a day one. Don't you worry. I'm coming to America soon, and I'm gonna come stay with you. But back to the football. Let's see what happens here. I don't know who they're going to give it to. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, probably, for the penalty. Referee's asking him to move away. I couldn't tell you. Chow's having a disaster class. I feel for him. And Anthony Gordon's been put in the book as well. Not good for my FPL. Not that I have him. I do. Calvert-Lewin, yeah, penalty Leeds. Penalty Leeds. I mean, I don't really. I mean, it probably was a penalty. What happened is ball whipped in. It was a nice ball in from Stack. Jacobiol wins the header, and Chow's falling, and he's kind of chucked his arm out. Leeds get a penalty at St James's Park, and this will probably be the last kick of the game. Calvert-Lewin scored. Well, he's taken 7 penalties in the Premier League, and he scored 6 of them. Dominic Calvert-Lewin to score again for Leeds United. This will probably be the last kick to send Leeds United 2-1 up before the second half. Calvert-Lewin sticks it away. 2-1 Leeds. And Calvert-Lewin scores again for Leeds United. The time I tried to give him before he ran up to the ball, he done it quickly. He put the ball down and he put it past Pope. Leeds lead Newcastle 2-1 at St James's Park. And that surely is probably the last kick of the game before the second half. But like I said, Chow has had a terrible first half for Newcastle. Lovely penalty from Calvert-Lewin. He sticks it away. Tuchel, get him on the plane. Get that bloke on the plane. Leeds United lead 2-1. I can't believe what I mean, this is an entertaining game. I tell you what, for the neutral, for anyone, I just really is a good game. And let's look at that again. Chow, I mean, he shucked his arm at it. He's falling. I just think it's a tad bit hard. It's a tad bit controversial. But you know what? We'll take it nonetheless. Of course, if that was given against us, I would be. I'd probably be furious. But you know, swings and roundabouts in this division. It really, really does. But Leeds look like they're going to lead 2-1 at the break. And that would be a hell of a half-time result if that's the case. I didn't expect Leeds to be 2-1 up. Obviously, we're going to keep going because of the VAR calls. There's going to be a minute or two left, but Leeds 2-1 up. DCL, get in. Everyone's happy. Yes. Woohoo. DCL, the new Aronson now, David. Get in. Get in. Get in. Stonewall penalty. You know what? I've got terrible eyes. But here goes Jolinton. Jolinton goes down now. And it's a free kick the other way. It's a free kick the other way, and Jolinton's going to get booked for diving. And Jolinton now is furious. He's going to get himself sent off if he doesn't calm down. He is being very hot-headed here, Jolinton. He's having a go at the referee as well. He's had to be stopped by Tenali, and it's all kicking off here at St. James's Park. I've still got Stonewall penalty up. We'll have to see what happens here. James Justin. No, he's dived there, Jolinton. He has dived. He's dived, Jolinton, and he's picked up a yellow for it. And I tell you what, he's lucky. And he's clapped the referee. Sarcastic round of applause as well. I tell you what, Newcastle were full of hotheads. And Jolinton looked like he was ready to square up to the referee then. And he's still going, the Brazilian. So after this Newcastle squad now has picked up a yellow, I'll have to see at the break how many of them have actually picked up a yellow card, but many of them have, and Shah's trying to get his team under control here. Jolinton's gone down in the box. It is a dive. You've seen him, you know. Justin didn't touch him, and that's not me being biased. He's gone down. He's picked up a yellow, but I tell you what, he's lucky not to get a red probably for his reaction to the referee afterwards. And it's half-time. Boos ring round St. James's Park, and the referee's going to, I'm sure, have a talking to by most of the Newcastle players. Gordon's going over to him first. Ampadu goes over as well. We'll have to see how this one goes, but we lead at half-time. It's Newcastle 1, Leeds United 2 at the break here at St. James's Park. Calvert-Lewin on the score sheet. I mean, brilliant from Leeds. But I tell you what, it's all kicking off with Newcastle. They're really not happy. And I'm just going to put what the score is across the bottom so you guys can see. And we'll get chatting at halftime. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your halftime thoughts in the chat about my great commentary and also about the game so far. Let's get when we actually scored. But yeah, Calvert-Lewin scoring again. Brilliant. We'll look at some halftime scores as well. Brentford 3-0 up against Sunderland. Huge. Igor Thiago again got 2 goals for Brentford. Bournemouth 2. Tottenham 2. It's 0-0 Palace versus Villa. 1-1 Everton versus Wolves. 1-1 Fulham v Chelsea. Liam Delap on the score sheet. And Brighton have got a goal back against Man City. Wow. And Burnley still lead Manchester United at halftime. Get in your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just typing in so you can see who scored when down the bottom, and then we can get that ticking across the bottom. But get your second half, or get your thoughts down below. But wow, it all kicked off there at the end. I've kind of lost a bit of my voice, I tell you. But yeah, get your halftime thoughts. Sorry, I will be with you guys in a minute. 45 plus 5. And then for Newcastle, it was, who scored for Newcastle? It was Harvey Barnes, of course he scored. Barnes in the 36th minute. Right. There we go. Let's get that going across the bottom there. So you can see halftime score. Is that down the bottom? Halftime. Actually, let's do this. Get a little HT there. Halftime. El Bosch. Right. God, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm knackered. Still got a second half. Here we go. So give him a red. Should have probably got a red that second half. Halftime it is, like I said, Newcastle 1. Leeds United 2. Goals from Aronson, Calvert-Lewin, and Barnes. Well played, ref. Yeah, good refereeing. Good refereeing indeed. Great half, Ollie. Well done from me. Appreciate it. Crazy match so far. It really is, Joel K. It really is. Not too much to talk about there. No, not at all. It's a typical sort of Leeds game, really. It's been very crazy. Great first half so far. Yeah, I don't think anyone would expect Leeds United to be 2-1 up at the break. Typical Leeds. If we gave away a pen there, yeah, it really would have been. Better than Gary Lineker. Well, fair enough. Thank you. And Mike Pupperward, a.k.a. my dad, I hope it's my dad or someone's pretending to be my dad in the chat saying, nice to have you back live. Great first half. I've already had a comment, Dad, saying, where are you? You need me. I need you here because I need to save my voice to tell you. But if that is Dad, and I'm sure it is, if someone's pretending to be my dad, bit odd. But yeah, there we are. Nearly on on my score, mate. What did you? I can't remember what you said, Leon. Hey, Papa Ward, Jesse and Papa Ward, they reunited. And it feels so good. Good job. It's halftime, Leeds. We'll go 16 minutes at least without conceding. Yeah, exactly that. That would be that. I mean, it's nice. But yeah, who expected? Let's keep getting your comments in. Keep getting your comments in. That halftime result. You said 3-2 to Leeds. I mean, you might not be far away. I see more goals in this game. Let's see how many. I want to see how many Newcastle players picked up a yellow card in that half. Surely quite a few of them. So Chow did in the 7th, Jolinton did, and Anthony Gordon did. Okay, so not as many as I thought. But Calvert-Lewin scores again. Obviously, the highlights of the game. We win. Burnley and Bournemouth lose. Ideal outcome. Yeah, that would be David King. Hopefully, Tottenham can get a late one. And you can take him out. My dogs came into the live stream. You can take him out. Off you go. Or he can stay, to be fair. I don't know. We've got a dog in the room now. Not my sister. Come on. 15th of the table at the moment. Let's go. 5 want it. 5 want it? As it 5 goals. Yeah, I would. Yes, Ollie. Sorry I missed you at the very You've always got to say something. And I love your comments. I really, really do love your comments at Rich Joe. Because they always, you comment on my videos and you say the most dodgy stuff, but it makes me laugh every time I reply. And I'm going to reply every time. But it's fine. You wouldn't have seen me anyway. I got a brilliant costume. Got a feeling that Newcastle will be down to 10 minutes second half. They definitely could be. Guys, get all your smash that like button as well. Let's see how many let's see how many likes we're on. Do a little half-time mark, and then we'll do a little bit of trivia. Will we? I don't know. I'm excited. I really am excited. The Leeds United are 2-1 up at the break. Who would have thunk it? Got a feeling that, yeah, I've already read that because we'll be down 2-1. Yes. How many likes are we on, ladies and gentlemen? How many likes? We can hit 100. We're on 7. We're on 67 likes. Let's try and get that to 100. I don't know how we're going to do that when there's 60 of you in here. But as it stands, like I've said, it's Bournemouth 2, Spurs 2, Brentford 3, Sunderland 0, Crystal Palace 0, Villa 0, Everton 1, Wolves 1, Fulham 1, Chelsea 1, and Chelsea down to 10 men as well. Man City 1, Brighton 1. And half-time at Turf Moor, it's Burnley 1, Man United 0, and Newcastle 1, Leeds United 2. Where does that put Leeds in the table? I think someone said 15th. Leeds are currently 15th, 3 points off 13th. We couldn't come for Europe, could we? What we thinking about the Pens seemed a bit harsh, in my opinion. I mean, I think if it was given against us, I'd be fuming. But you know, he was falling. I don't know. I've seen him given. I'm not complaining as a Leeds fan, but if you're a neutral, or if you're a Newcastle fan, or if you got Chow in your fantasy, I tell you what, that's not what you want at all. Not 10 men. It'll be 8 or 9 men. As it stands, I know it really does. But obviously the goals were nice from Leeds United. It started, well, actually the opening bit of chance was the ball getting whipped in. Lucas Perry got 2 hands on it, dropped it in the back of his net. That was terrible from Perry. Didn't count there. Apparently he did get fouled. And then Leeds get the opener. Chow tried to kick the ball, completely missed it. Calvert-Lewin nicked it off him. So Calvert-Lewin actually has got a goal and an assist in this game. Calvert-Lewin puts it to Brendan Aronson, and Brendan Aronson scores again. I'm looking at the penalty again. Yeah, I would have given it. It's good refereeing. Of course I'm going to say that. And then they get an equaliser 4 minutes later. Harvey Barnes, Miley whips it in on the right-hand side. Leeds do get it clear, but don't clear their lines brilliantly. Ampadu and Gruev probably at fault. And then a good hold-up play from Voltemada. Harvey Barnes sticks it away. That's his 7th goal now against Leeds, the most he's scored against any opposition. And then Leeds, in the second half, we get a free kick on the halfway line. And, yeah, I mean, it was whipped in. Jacobiol wins a header, goes down, smacks Chow in the... it's going to be a controversial call. I'm sure people will be speaking about it. And, yeah, Dominic Calvert-Lewin sticks away his penalty. Very, very nice penalty. And then right at the end of the half, you thought the Newcastle were going to get a penalty, and it nearly ended in a boxing match. Misfits get it on. Jolinton versus the referee. I mean, they'll be lucky to really have 11 men in the second half. The way they were acting in that first half. What do you think the score will be, Ollie? Buffon edits. I like that. Can you make an edit of me saying something really cool? I really want like a cool TikTok edit where I go like, yeah, can anyone make that? And then tag me on TikTok, like where I just go, no? Okay. What do you think the second half will score will be second half? 3-2 to someone. I'm not sure who. 3-2 to someone. I don't know. Buffon edits. Yeah, get me a nice edit. YouTube though, whatever. Tag me in it. I really want a cool edit where I'm looking. Do you want me to do some poses? Yeah, clip that. Yeah. Oh, he can't even see it. But either way, yeah, get something cool there. Do some pose. Thanks, Buffon edits though. But yeah, right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the chat right now before the second half gets started. You know, we're getting close already. Where do you believe Leeds United will finish this season? Honestly, get it in the chat right now. There's over 70 of you in here, which is crazy to me because I haven't done one of these in over 2.5 years. And I didn't expect 7 people in here, let alone 72. Smash that like button as well. And subscribe if you're new, if you're enjoying the commentary. I know a lot of people have enjoyed the commentary. Hopefully you actually know what's going on the pitch. I'm not just sitting there going, oh, good chance, Garev. What does that mean? What does that mean? 14th says Jesse Bronson. I like it, Jesse. Jesse, I like it. 14th, Wayne's World of Rock Music. He's on it as well. Chris going a bit crazy, I think, for my liking. 12th, Bilbo. He's also saying 12th. 15th. I like that. I like that, Darryl Harris. That's where I'm sort of 15th, 16th. Honestly, 17th. I don't care. Keep us in the division. That's we're standing. Check your passports, people. Check your passport because we're going to Europe. 13th says Buffon edits. Legend. Absolute legend. Thanks for the shout out. I think Leeds will finish. Anyone can have a shout out. If you want me to shout out, I mean, I will read them first. I'll proofread them because I know there's a few people that probably you, average Joe, who probably going to try and trip me up. But any shout outs you want to see, whoever you're watching it with, if you want to shout out to, might be a birthday, whatever. Let's get it going. Thanks for the shout out. I think Leeds will finish 12th. I mean, 12th people. Are we really saying 12th? I don't know. Daniel Farker at the wheel, I tell you. I mean, even a point at this place would be good. Everyone would have taken that at the start. They're leading 2-1 at the break. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to plug it again on my Twitter. If you're not following, it's _ Ollie Ward _ Get over there. Thank you, Steve, if you're still in here, because you've been retweeting it as well. Let's get it back up. Let's get it back up. Yeah, absolutely brilliant support from you lot. I can't believe it. I don't know how close we are to 21,000. Surely there's a few new people. Yeah, I mean, come on. Come on. Hugh Janus. I wasn't born yesterday, Peter. Yeah. Come on. Guys, we're actually 30 subscribers away. I need to update that counter at the top. We are 30 subscribers away now. So if you've got a dog, a wife, they're not the same thing. They don't have to be. An uncle, an auntie, anyone who hasn't subscribed to the Ollie Ward channel, get them over right now. Tell them to subscribe because we are 30 subscribers away from the big one. From Newcastle. No, from 21,000 subscribers. I was about to say from Newcastle. I don't even know what that meant. Look at that. Changed in the top corner now. Bosh. Do some more poses for the edit. Yeah? The girls will love that one. Certainly pick the right match for your return, Ollie. Tell me about it, Chris. Right, what else do we need to know? What else should I ask you at the break? This is a legit one, though. Oh, it's going to sound crazy. I'm going to say it. Does Dominic Calvert-Lewin, if he keeps up this form, get on the plane for England? Does he? Does he genuinely, though? Like, let's talk about it. Wayne's World of Rock Music, Ollie Ward, the best Leeds United YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. We are live at half time. We are live. 2-1 up at the break. I can't believe it, people. I can't believe it. But we'll be out. Wow. Thank you, Buffon. I'll tag you. Appreciate it. Yes, mate. Yes, he should do. Be rude not to. See, I'm going to watch the match downstairs now. Enjoy, Buffon, mate. Enjoy. I look forward to the edit. Fulham have turned around against Chelsea. Fulham 2, Chelsea 1. Is that good for that's not good for us, is it? Oh well. DCL deserves actual consideration at the very least. Genuinely. Honestly, he's hit form. Really has hit form. Bar Harry Kane, there is no out and out striker. Ollie Watkins has started to score a few recently. Don't know. Do you look at like the likes of Liam Delap and things like that? I don't know. Calvert-Lewin is obviously the best one right now. He's hitting some form. Tuchel picks in form players, so he's in with a chance. Very, very true. So I've asked you, so I've asked you about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I want to ask you now for your player of the season. Maybe give me a top 3 in the chat. Give me a top 3 your players of the season. Oh, I don't even know myself. I know it's going to get turned on me. Someone's going to ask me. How's it going? Scarlett's going well, thank you. It's all going well. Let me know your top 3 Leeds players this season. How's Kane doing in Germany? No clue. We'll have to ask Chris. He lives out in Germany. He knows what. He knows all German. For every time Leeds are linked with a German player, go to this bloke right here, Chris. DCL strike rate right now is the best it's ever been. Yeah, it's been brilliant. Newcastle looking to make 2 changes at the break. And looks like it's Botman and Livramento for Newcastle. Don't think Leeds are making anyone. Half time is coming to an end. Calvert-Lewin, Goodmanson, and Stack. Goodmanson, DCL, Roden. Watch the offers come in for DCL in the summer, probably. DCL, that depends on the game for the other 2. Aronson for best turn. Yeah, Aronson for underrated player this season. Goodmanson, DCL, Ampadu. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I really don't know. When I done a ranking of the Leeds players, I did do this a few weeks ago now. So I did do Roden, Ampadu, and Goodmanson. It's my top 3, but DCL, Aronson's turned form. Biol's come in, like you said, Chris. Biol, Roden, Aronson. Yeah, let me know your top 3s quickly before the second half starts. Like I said, Newcastle looking to make 2 changes at the break. Sven Botman coming on, and also Livramento. That'll probably be for Miley and Chow, if that's the case, he's had a terrible first half, bless him. He really, really has. All right, we're going to edit that because it's not half time anymore. So we'll keep that ticking down the bottom still. Oh, no, we want that. There we are. Because it's not going to be half time soon. DCL, Ampadu, Aronson, Perry, best signing, Lodge. Yeah, come on. Sorry not seeing you live in what seems ages. Formerly Wayne Dawson, but now write and create my own songs. Oh, legend. Yeah, I remember you, Wayne. Don't you worry about it. Second half about to kick off. Aronson and Goodmanson. Good list, Skull. Good list. DCL, Amps, Roden. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Second half's about to kick off. I need to get my drink in. They've made 2 changes, and Leeds get this second half kicked off. So let's get on with it, shall we? Perry kicks it up. So Chow has come off, and I believe Miley's come off for Newcastle. Made 2 changes at the break. 2-1 down, obviously. Gordon looking to keep it alive. Does. Wins a throw-in. So I think DCL used to be to model his own design. Yeah, I know. And now look at him. Right. Oh, I've got a horrible feeling in my throat, but it's fine. Commentary's back for the second half. Here we go. 30 seconds in. Good bit of play from Newcastle now. They're going to look to get a equalizer. Here's Livramento. So, yeah, I believe Miley's come off, and also Chow for Botman and Miley. So their backline now looks like Livramento, Shah, Botman, Lewis Hall. 3 in the middle of the park for Newcastle. Guimaraes, Tonali, and Jolinton. And the front 3 stays the same. Harvey Barnes, Gordon, and Voltamada. Leeds unchanged as well. Perry in goal. 5 at the back. Justin, Biol, Strauch, Roden, Goodmanson. 3 in the middle of the park. Gruev, Stack, and Ampadu. And then 2 up front of Aronson and Calvert-Lewin. Both goal scorers this evening. Aronson now to Calvert-Lewin. Good touch from him. Going to try and get past Shard. Can't do that. Here's Sven Botman now on at the break. Gets his first touch over to Lewis Hall. Good interception from James Justin. Can't keep it in, though. Throw in down near the technical area. Here's Lewis Hall now. So they've had a whole change to their sort of right-hand side. Oh, no, Miley stayed on, sorry. So actually, Tenali's come off. Miley's moved into the middle of the park. That's completely my fault. Didn't see that. So Miley's now in the middle of the park. Tenali and Chow have come off. But like I said, Leeds remain unchanged, and that's all we need to worry about. Perry's got it in his hands. Referee counting down the 9 seconds, as that is the new rule. Perry throws it long. Back to the game. Have a good one. Thank you, mate. The whole team is on fire. It really, really is. Over to Lewis Hall now on this left-hand side. Nice little dummy from him, and he has to go back home to Nick Pope. Leeds lead here at St James's Park. Don't think many expected 3 points tonight, but as it stands, obviously plenty of the game left, plenty of time for change. Leeds do lead. Here's Bruno Guimaraes, the captain tonight. Over to Anthony Gordon. He's got a bit of space on this left-hand side. Good touch from him. He's now looking to drive at James Justin. Gordon holds him up. Good play from him. Lewis Hall now. Good hold up from him. Guimaraes has to go all the way back to Sven Botman. Every player in the Leeds United half right now, the number 4, Sven Botman. Over to Lewis Hall. He takes a touch and he goes back to Shah. Here's Livramento now, who I was surprised he didn't start anyway. I think he's returning from injury. That was Harvey Barnes, actually, in fact. His new right-wing partner over there. Botman. Over to Jolinton. Good touch from him. Lovely pass out to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall on this left-hand side. Looking to whip it in. Nice ball into the box. No one there to challenge it. And it goes all the way out on the far side for a Leeds throw-in. But not a bad ball in from Lewis Hall. Just no one there in there to attack it. I'm sorry. I keep getting this horrible in my throat. Not very good at all. But Leeds lead 2-1 at the break. I still can't believe it. Still can't believe that we're winning. Goodmanson with this throw up near the left-hand side. He throws it long. Calvert-Lewin tries to win it. Doesn't. Tries to fall. And Jacoby clears it. Good header. All the way back to Nick Pope. Aronson's going to try and press him. Probably won't be the favourite for this one. So save your energy. Goes to Lewis Hall. Stack. Fouls Lewis Hall. Free kick Newcastle. They play it quick. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle really looking for this equaliser. You can tell they want it. Over to Anthony Gordon. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, do subscribe and smash that like button if you are new around here. Here's Anthony Gordon now. Gordon puts it over to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall looks to whip it in. Good block from Justin. Newcastle corner, the first one of the half. Yeah, smash that like button and subscribe, people. Top 3 underrated Metcha, Aronson and Bourne now. Yeah, not bad. Bournemouth goal. Oh, really? That's disappointing for Leeds. That is disappointing for Leeds. If Bournemouth have scored, we'll do the final scores a little later on. Obviously, this game and the game at Turf Moor kicked off a little later. So we'll talk a little bit about that later on. But yeah, here we go. Newcastle corner. They look to reply very early in the second half. Bruno Guimaraes whips it in. Not a bad free kick, but actually it is a terrible corner. What am I on about? It goes all the way out. He's trying to catch Lucas Perry off guard. Like he has a few times this season, Bruno Guimaraes. But yeah, not good enough. And it goes out for a goal kick to Leeds United. 50 minutes gone. A step closer to the full-time whistle. Don't know what that was. Eddie Howe trying to get his team motivated in this game. Put a quick yes or no in the chat. Do you think this game will end 11 versus 11, or do you think there's a red card come from one of these teams? It did end a bit heated at the end of the first half. It seems to calm down early stage this second half. Perry kicks it up. Jolinton wins it in the air. He's won a lot of them tonight. The Brazilian. Eddie Howe looking frustrated so far in this game. Newcastle have turned form in recent weeks. Roden on this throw-in near the technical area. He looks to go down the line. Good throw-in from Roden. James Justin heads it. Good head from Botman. Newcastle get it clear all the way out for another Leeds United throw. And it's up near the right-hand side. So I'm going to have a little sip of juice. Tell you what, when I'm back to full fitness and I can actually catch my breath, it is over. It is over for these content creators. Here's Gordon. Nice flick into the middle of the park. Goodmanson has to win it first. He does. He clicks it up in the air. Calvert-Lewin will try and win it in the air. Botman and him both go down holding their head. And I think it's a Newcastle free kick. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin looking around thinking, what else can he do? Botman holding his head. And I think there was a late arm into the back of Botman's head. Couldn't really see what happened here. Yeah, it's on the full. Calvert-Lewin on the full, and he gives away a free kick. Nothing, obviously, violent about that from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's scored again tonight, got an assist as well. Bit of play down this left-hand side. Aronson does well. Goodmanson now kicks up the line. No one really there. Calvert-Lewin could chase a loose ball. Who will pick up that loose ball? Ilya Gruev doesn't. And it was actually Ampadu who gave away a foul there. Newcastle play the advantage on this right-hand side. Here's Harvey Barnes. And Miley on the overlap. Harvey Barnes doesn't give it to him. It's Miley on the edge of the box to Bruno Guimaraes. He could maybe whip this one in. He decides not to. Puts it to Jolinton. Probably not the best pass, and he doesn't get there. Here's Anton Stack. Leeds could counter here, and Jolinton needs to be careful not to pick up a yellow card. Stack is driving through, and Anton Stack keeps going, and he's got Brendan Aronson next to him. Brendan Aronson now driving at the defence. Tries a shot, does. Good save, Nick Pope. Leeds corner, and a brilliant bit of play from the German giant. He absolutely ran through, and I tell you what, I think the Newcastle players realised they couldn't touch him because half of them are on yellow cards. Anton Stack absolutely drove through, gave it to Aronson on this left-hand side. Nice put it onto his left foot. He tried to strike. Good save, Nick Pope, and Leeds get their first corner of the second half, but a lovely counter-attack from Leeds and brilliant play again from Anton Stack and specifically Brendan Aronson as well. I mean, very good shot when he had players around him. He got a pop shot off, and Leeds could maybe get a third here from a corner. Wouldn't that be nice? Whipped in. Nice ball from Stack. Jacoby doesn't win it. I thought he won that there. Ilya Gruev will pick up the missing pieces. He's got no real options. Oh, and I don't know what Ilya Gruev tried there, but what he's done is he's ran it out of play completely. He was very nonchalant with it. I don't really know what he was doing. Yeah, terrible. Get Tanaka on. If we pull this off, no team will be confident against us. Agreed. When Leeds get a third, the Mags will see a red soon after. You could be right. Need to widen up Jolinton, get him on another yellow. Yeah, well, if he gets another yellow, obviously he's off. And that's why he didn't really stop Stack from attacking, because he knew he needs to, stay on the pitch. Is Livramento now, half-time sub. He can use some grass ahead of him. And he gives it to Harvey Barnes, goal scorer for Newcastle. Here's Harvey Barnes taking on Goodmanson. He's done well against Goodmanson again, but he drives into it. Bruno Guimaraes, where there's tons of space, but it's not the best of passes from Bruno. But Lewis Miley keeps it in, and he saves it from going out from a goal kick. Miley's done very well. Guimaraes on the edge of the box. No one closing him down. Lovely ball into the box. 2-2. 2-2, and it's a terrible goal to concede. And Jolinton scores. The bloke who we thought maybe shouldn't have been on the pitch gets it back to 2-2. And I tell you what, it's brilliant play from Lewis Miley. He keeps it in, makes sure it doesn't go out for a corner. He passes it to Bruno Guimaraes on the edge of the box. No one near Bruno. He had so much time on the edge of the box here to whip it in. He does an outside of the boot. And I think he is onside, Jolinton. And you could say Lucas Perry should have done better again. But it is Newcastle 2, Leeds United 2. And it's back on level terms. And Leeds United again have got a game on their hands. And Newcastle have come back from, going 1-0 down to now 2-1 down. And they've got it back. It's Newcastle 2, Leeds United 2. And disappointing from Leeds to concede like that again. It's just no one was closing him down at all. Leeds switched off there. It was actually a bad pass from Bruno Guimaraes to begin with. I think they're checking offside there from VAR, but it got the all clear. Leeds will kick off again. Maybe some halftime changes would be good for Leeds United, maybe. But it's 2-2 here at St James's Park. Disappointing that that Leeds concede again. But Leeds go on the counter-attack again. Here's Brendan Aronson. Before I even type in if it's 2-2, it might be 3-2. Here's Stack, whips it in. Leeds corner. I mean, wow, it's really kicking off, isn't it? It really is kicking off. Jolinton scores there, so we'll get that down the bottom so you can see who scored for Leeds. But yeah, it is 2. Here we go again. Yeah, interesting from Gruev. Oh, no. Exactly that, David King. Oh, no. Leeds do have a corner, though, which is always good to see. Hopefully we can score straight away. Would be nice. Come on, Leeds. Anton Stack whips it in. Not bad corner whipped in. Leeds can't get first contact on it. Strauch heads it. 56 minutes gone here. Goodmanson's going to go all the way back to Lucas Perry. Like I said, I don't know if Lucas Perry should be saving that or not. I don't know. I'll have to look at that back. But maybe he should. Strauch with not bad touch. Brendan Aronson will keep it alive. Brendan Aronson, not a bad ball in. Well cleared by Shah. Strauch touches it down. Does well, Strauch. He goes back to, I believe this is Goodmanson on this left-hand side. Yep, the number 3 Goodmanson. Strauch. Good interception. Newcastle up for this now since scoring the equaliser. Harvey Barnes being, He's been good. He's been good, Harvey Barnes, down that right-hand side. Not his favourable side. He's normally more of a left winger. But Ampadu is quite far out this throw-in, but he's going to try it. And why wouldn't you if you've got it in your locker? 57 minutes gone here. Newcastle 2, Leeds United 2, thanks to goals from Aronson and Calvert-Lewin and Harvey Barnes and Jolinton. Jolinton scored a few minutes ago. Ampadu looking to throw this one into the box. He does throw it into the box. Not a bad throw from him. Miley wins the first header. Ampadu heads it back in. Not a bad header. Falls to Calvert-Lewin. Well defended. It might drop. And it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick to Newcastle. You thought it was looping in the air and it could go into Nick Pope's goal. In the end, it doesn't. And it goes out for a goal kick. Again, this game is very chaotic. It really, really is. I thought it was going to be a 1-1 or a 2-2. And, well, I mean, it looks like... Well, I don't think it's going to end like that. I really, really don't. Full-time scores around the grounds. Bournemouth 3, Tottenham 2, Brentford 3, Sunderland 0, Crystal Palace 0, Villa 0, and Everton 1. Wolves 1, and Everton had 2 red cards. I'll have to see who they are. And it ended Fulham 2, Chelsea 1. Chelsea got a red card as well, and ended Man City 1, Brighton 1. And Manchester United now lead 2-1 at home. Well, away, sorry, at Burnley. They're 1-0 down at the break. They've turned this game round in the opening 18 minutes. Opening 15 minutes, I should say. Referee, I mean, it's all kicking off here. I just want to see who's been sent off for Everton. They got 2 red cards. That's not good for Everton. I'll have to see who it was. Michael Keane got sent off. Of course he did, because he's in my FPL. Why wouldn't he get sent off? Yeah, terrible. It's all kick. I mean, it's all. Leeds got a free kick here. I mean, it's a. Oh, sorry, I need to stop checking the FPL. Need to stop checking it. Michael Keane got sent off. Of course he did. Of course he did. He's in my FPL. Why wouldn't he get sent off? Leeds went 8 minutes without conceding. It's not bad. Better than 4, like it was the last one. Long throw from Ampadu again. Here we go. Thrown in. Jacobiol trying to win it. He's getting his shirt tugged, but nothing given. Goodmanson looking to whip it back in. The St. James's Park getting right back on it. Aronson does really well to trap it, but they couldn't beat Livramento. Livramento goes all the way back to Nick Pope. Nick Pope kicks it up only as far as the halfway line, where Goodmanson should win it first. He does win it first. He has time to chest it down. Got Voltemada sniffing around him, and Voltemada's done brilliantly. And, I mean, referee's not giving anything, especially Newcastle way, and the fans starting to get annoyed. And you can kind of see why. He's letting a lot go in the second half, in the early stages. Here's Jacobiol. Ampadu now. Pressure on the Leeds back line from a pressing Newcastle side, but Leeds playing out quite well so far. Strauch looks to go long. Good. He's offside, Calvert-Lewin, but Stack tried to get there. Nick Pope, good goalkeeping. He'll win that. Ampadu might do another long throw in here, but Leeds, yeah, it's all, 60 minutes gone. Where Leeds are obviously conceded in the second half, but it's a weird one. This game could go any way. I couldn't tell you where this game's going to go at all. If you're new around here, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Newcastle fan, Leeds fan, whatever fan, football fan. Subscribe. That really does help me out. It's 2-2 here, St. James's Park. Ampadu with the long throw in. Half an hour to go, not including additional time. Ampadu with the long throw. Really wasn't that long this time. Voltemada done well to win it, and he's going to take it out on this left-hand side. And he good play from Leeds to win it back. Jacobiol, Aronson on this left wing, puts it through to Jacobiol again. Jacobiol, you don't want him in the box. He puts a lovely ball across. Oh my goodness me, what a ball. But Leeds unlucky not to put the ball in the back of the net. I said Jacobiol doesn't want the ball, but wow, he's turned his man. He's put a left foot ball across the box, and Calvert-Lewin was there to tap it in, but it's brilliant defender from Shah, because Calvert-Lewin was an inch away from scoring his second goal of the game, and Leeds would have been 3-2 up. But really good play from Jacobiol, the centre-back on the turn in the box, stayed up from the throw-in, and Leeds unlucky not to make it 3-2, really unlucky there. Bruno Guimaraes. Leeds trying to press, but they're playing through the press, Newcastle. This game could end 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. Don't know. Here goes Harvey Barnes on the right wing. Looks to get it across the box. Anthony Gordon's there. Really good defending from James Justin. Really good from James Justin. Brilliant. He had a brilliant game the other day against Liverpool. He had an all right one against Man United, but he's made a vital block Harvey Barnes on this right-hand side looks to whip it across the box. Gordon was there to tap it in, but I tell you what, James Justin comes out of nowhere, defends it absolutely brilliantly. And I tell you what, I was a bit worried about the James Justin signing, but he's done well. Keane and Grealish got sent off. Oh, for God's sake. Keane scored as well. I'm a Leeds fan, that's why I'm raging. Fair enough, David. Time for Tanaka and Nonto. Yep. Wouldn't mind seeing Metcher either, maybe. Let's see how this game goes, though. I would definitely make some subs in the next 5 minutes, though, if I was Daniel Farker. We know he likes to make them late. Jacobiol. Switch over to James Justin, who made that vital clearance. He's won the header brilliantly, but Sven Botman will get there. Goes back to Nick Pope. They play it out to Shah. Good header from Strauch. Hasn't fell in the middle of the park for anyone yet. Goodmanson not having the best of games, in my personal opinion. He hasn't been terrible, but he hasn't been his normal best. Calvert-Lewin tried to do well to hold it up, but in the end, he passes it out for a Newcastle throw-in. Oh, God, I don't know how this game's going to go. This could really go either way. It really could. Leeds need to be a bit more on the attack. Chris, you were just saying there about bringing on Tanaka and Nonto. I wouldn't mind Tanaka and maybe Okafor. I think Okafor could do something against this defense. Nonto probably maybe could. I don't know. Who would you like to see? Let me know in the chat. Who would you bring on for Leeds? The first sub. Ampadu should win that header. He does. No one around him, though. So Jolinton will pick up the second ball. Goes over to Lewis Hall on the left-hand side, the number 3. Gordon does well. Gordon does really, really well. And he puts through Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes in the box. Puts it across the box. Really good defending from Leeds. Oh, my goodness me. That was really good. Again, defending from Ethan Ampadu this time. Anthony Gordon does well to knock it past Strauch. He puts it to Harvey Barnes, who's causing all sorts of problems on the right wing. Maybe Lewis Hall would have been offside if he touched it, but it was a simple tap-in for Lewis Hall, and Ampadu chucked his body in front of it, and it is a Newcastle corner, but wow, it could have been a lot worse. Bruno Guimaraes, 64 minutes gone. Newcastle 2, Leeds 2. Bruno over this corner. Maybe you could do something here, Bruno. Whips it in. Not a bad ball, actually. It's gone. I can't even tell you where it's gone. It's bouncing around. Leeds needs to get it clear. Leeds do get it clear. And it's really good save from Perry Voltamata. Oh, my goodness me. Again. What is going on in this game? And how have Newcastle not just put the ball in the back of the net? I really do not know. It should be 3-2 here to Newcastle at St. James's Park. 2 Leeds players are down. I couldn't tell you who, but Bruno Guimaraes whips it in, and Perry sort of thumps it away. It's a bit of a... I think actually Perry punches one of our players, and actually Perry makes 2 or 3 smart stops. Whips in, he punches it. Voltamata keeps it alive. We then clear it. Strauch hits Voltamata, hits the post, hits Voltamata again. Perry saves it again. Leeds get it clear. Leeds have 2 players down. I couldn't tell you what was going on there. Wow, wow, wow. This is a new little sin by Leeds getting the equaliser right after scoring. It really is. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Fight on Leeds. You deserve a win tonight, says Carol. Love that, Carol. Nonto and Tanaka get Darlow on. Guys, keep smashing that like button. Let's try and smash 100 likes on this stream. Don't know if we already have or not. And subscribe if you're new. We're getting very, very close to 21,000 subscribers. Both Leeds players are back up. I believe it was Goodmanson and maybe Stack, I believe, was down in the process of that. But I tell you what, I don't know how Newcastle haven't put the ball in the back of the net in there. It would have been controversial if it did go in. We'll have to see all types of what happened. But I was so hard to commentate over because I couldn't tell what was going on. It was pinball in the box, but Newcastle looked to whip it in. Nice ball whipped in. Jacobiol will deal with that. Falls to the edge of the box to Lewis O'Malley. Puts to the Gordon. He can't get there. Ampadu looks to break. Here's Aronson. Aronson hasn't got the legs to beat Shah. Oh, no, it wasn't Shah. It was Harvey Barnes. Of course it was Harvey Barnes again. That bloke's been everywhere tonight. Why does he love playing Leeds? Right? Why? Why does he love playing Leeds? It's so annoying. Jolinton now in the middle of the park. 65 minutes gone. 2-2 here. Could be any scoreline. Jacobiol does well. Here's Ampadu. This is a game of basketball. This Ampadu, you got Voltamata on your back. Done well to turn and maybe calm this down a little bit. Joe Rodon now. Gruev over to Pascal Strauch. Match momentum's all over the place at the moment since the goal. It's all over the place. Here's Gruev. I'll maybe bring him off in a minute just to at least can attack more. Maybe he hasn't had a bad game at all, Ilya Gruev. Probably one of the better players, the Bulgarian. Here's Jacobiol now. All Leeds players in the Newcastle half. Leeds want a third. Here's James Justin on the right-hand side. Gets it to Joe Rodon, to Ampadu. Ampadu plays it nicely into Ilya Gruev. He maybe look for the switch. Strauch He finds Goodmanson now. Brendan Aronson wants it. Doesn't get it from Goodmanson. Goodmanson goes down the line, looks to whip it in. Not a bad ball. Going to be over. James Justin hits the bar. Oh my goodness, he's hit the bar. Oh my God. I was just about to celebrate Leeds scoring a third. Goodmanson puts a hell of a ball in. Everyone left it because they thought, well, Calvin Lewin's not getting it. James Justin came out of nowhere and he nearly got his first Leeds goal of the season. He smashed the bar and they got it clear in the end. Oh my God, it's a Leeds corner. James Justin's just hit the bar. And what a game of football this is for the neutral. What a game. And I've just missed the corner, but Nick Pope's carried it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new around here, subscribe. I'm clearly bringing you a good game. First live stream in years. Gruev does well. Leeds might go on the attack again. Roden. They want to keep going here. Gruev. Oh my goodness me. This is, I don't know why I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Gruev. Ampadu. Over to James Justin, who's unlucky not to put Leeds 3-2 up there. And then a terrible pass into Jolinton. And he tries sliding in. Jolinton does him completely. Gruev there to cover. And Leeds look to maybe make some changes in the next few minutes. But arguably, you do want to spoil this momentum from Leeds. Leeds would, I can't believe James Justin hit the bar. Celebrated. I thought it was in. Someone needs to clip my goal highlights, I think. Gruev. Newcastle been sloppy, giving the ball away. Here's Ampadu. James, it's not the best pass from Ampadu, but James Justin does well. He's done brilliantly, actually, today. Burnley have got a goal back. It's now Burnley 2, Manchester United 2. Here's Brendan Aronson on the half turn. He could turn now. That's a lovely ball for it to Calvert-Lewin, but really good defending there from Shah. Calvert-Lewin was through on goal if he didn't get there. It's a lovely ball again from Brendan Aronson. And yeah, he's really turned some form in recent weeks. Obviously scored again tonight. Scored against Man United as well. Anthony Gordon now gets intercepted. Stack looks knackered, to be fair to him. Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Miley now, who's moved into the midfield in this second half. Started right back this evening, and the 67 has moved into the middle of the park. It's Bruno Guimaraes now. Over to Shah at the back. Newcastle just keeping the ball, but Leeds putting all the pressure on. Here is Botman, who again came on at the break. Jolinton, who's been a bit of a key figure in this game, really. He's been a bit everywhere. Here's Livramento now. Newcastle may be looking to attack. Here's Harvey Barnes, but Goodmanson closed him down quite quick. Still Harvey Barnes, though. And Barnes has to go back. Finds his captain, Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Voltamado, who holds up the ball nicely to Barnes. Here's Livramento. He comes into the middle of the park. Bruno. Newcastle looking for a third. Ampadu tries to go in on the captain. Doesn't. Good one-touch football from Newcastle. Livramento puts it across the box. No one there, but it falls all the way over to Anthony Gordon on this left-hand side. He's up against James Justin, and Anthony Gordon whips it in. Again, not a bad ball. Leeds defend it. All right for now. Goodmanson gets it clear. Aronson does well, but he doesn't. He loses out, but he tries to win it back. He can't. Livramento to Barnes. Aronson trying his best. The atmosphere here is very cagey. It's a bit of an odd game. Good football from Newcastle. Leeds might get the advantage there. No advantage at all, but Leeds do have the balls. Calvert-Lewin holding it up. He's done well, but he's done really well, Calvert-Lewin, but really good defending from Shah. And actually, he's given a free kick to Newcastle way. And Shah looks in all types of pain, and they're asking to bring on... This doesn't look good for Fabian Shah. I don't really know what's happened, but he's asked for the treatment, and couldn't tell you what happened here. Calvert-Lewin held it up, and what happened here? I think they all got tangled up and he's fell on his knee and he's called for it straight away. And something's happened to his knee, Shah. It doesn't look good. We'll have to look at this replay. All of his weight, Calvert-Lewin, has fell on Shah's leg, and that's a horrible one. He's got it taped up anyway as it is, and he looks in complete discomfort. I hate stuff like that. 20 minutes to go in this game. Jacob Murphy looks like he's going to come on. Stack looks wasted. Yo, Ollie, it's good to see you streaming again. Thank you, Chester Lester, bro. Thank you, mate. It's good to see you. Oh, I've missed them, or I've missed them one of the two. No, you haven't missed them. I haven't done many live streams at all, really, over the last few years. So you haven't missed them. Probably the last time Leicester in the league. Hey? I'm joking. It's good to see you. But yeah, they're down at the moment. Shah looked a horrible one. Calvert-Lewin's whole weight fell onto Shah's knee/leg. And this looks like Jacob Murphy's going to come on, and it also looks like Ramsey's going to come on for Newcastle and Visser. So they're going to make 5 changes before Leeds have made 1. So I don't know what's going to happen here. So it looks like Visser's going to come on for, you'd think, Voltamada. Rams, they must be changing completely formation, really, because Murphy's coming on. It looks like he's actually going to get stretched off Shah, which you don't like to see at all. You really don't like to see. Well, shit, kind of jealous of you lot. Yeah. I mean, I watched your game the other night against, who are you playing? So West Brom? And you can argue West Brom were actually the better side, to be fair. I haven't watched much Championship, but really impressed with that Mikey Johnston or Johnson at West Brom. I know everyone knows he's good, but wow, he was good against you lot. But you won it. So who cares? 2-2 here at St James's Park with around 20 minutes to go. A break in play as Shah's getting stretched off. Calvert-Lewin over there as well. It was a bit of a horrible lander for Shah. Oh, he's just got their legs got caught up and Calvert-Lewin fell over and then he fell completely on Shah's knee/leg. And not good at all. And like I said, it looks like Newcastle are going to be making all 5 changes before Leeds have even made one. And will that be a detriment to Daniel Farker? Again, seeing late changes, but I would like to see some changes now. A Tanaka, a Nonto, a Okafor, someone, but they're about to bring on the likes of Ramsey, Visser, maybe Murphy, Joe Willock on the bench there, linked with Leeds in recent weeks. Not getting the game time he probably wants at Newcastle, so maybe an ideal signing for Leeds. Palace and Forest also interested as well in the 26-year-old. Shah, yeah, not looking good here. He's getting completely stretched off. And like I said, not what you really like to see in the modern game, is it? It's not what you like to see at all. It really, really isn't. Guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this live stream this evening. It's still plenty of time to go, and there's still plenty more action, I'm sure. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it so far. I'm not going anywhere. Don't you worry. There's still plenty of time left in this game. This game, I just don't think it's going to end 2-2. We have got break and play right now. If you've just joined the stream, Fabian Shah is down and doesn't look good. He's getting stretched off, but Leeds close to getting that third goal. Not Goodmanson, sorry. James Justin hitting the woodwork, and it's so disappointing that happens. And yeah, maybe should have scored. What you guys saying in the chat? How is going all in? He really is. Like I said, making 5 changes. Leeds need fresh legs now. Hope Daniel Parker doesn't leave it too late. No, neither do I. But someone actually commented recently on mine because we're going into like the 75th minute now. But obviously Shah's been down for 5 or 6 minutes. We'll get some additional minutes added on. But what can you do? What can the subs do in 10, 15 minutes when you're allowed to come on? Well, people were criticizing Nonto recently, but what can he do in 10 minutes? It is harsh. I understand, you don't want to break up momentum in games. I do completely understand that. But still, I don't know. Shah now coming off, getting stretched off. 70 minutes as always. Yeah, well, I mean, we haven't even made one yet, RK. Farker needs to make changes. He really does. They're about to make 5. Voltamada coming off. Shah, obviously, unfortunately, coming off. Right. So, they might be only making 2 for now. So Visser is on. He's looked in fine form in recent weeks, to be fair to him. And yeah, Ramsey coming on for Shah. So obviously, probably a change in formation. Maybe Livramento is going to maybe go at the back and Miley back out to centre mid and Ramsey in the middle. I don't really know what they're going to do, how they're going to set up for the next 15 minutes. Eddie Howe just checking on Shah there. So yeah, Ramsey and Visser on for Voltamada and Shah. And like I said, not sure if there's a change in formation or we're going to see Miley drop into right back again and Livramento as the right centre back. We'll have to see how this one goes. Yeah, it does look like Livramento is going to go into the back 2 next to Sven Botman. A whole change of that Newcastle backline today. Leeds still haven't made any changes. Newcastle have made 4 now. Leeds made none. They obviously had a bit of a break and play there, probably about 6 or so minutes while Shah was on the floor. The game continues. Livramento clears it long. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe, people. We're getting close to 21,000 subscribers. I'd love to hit 21,000 subscribers soon. Here's Calvert-Lewin. Does well. Brendan Aronson. Goodmanson on this left-hand side needs an option. Leeds do need to make changes, though. I'd like to see just a bit of a difference in play. That's a goal kick. Nick Pope. Yeah, it's nothing to do with how we're playing. We just need fresh legs. That's all we need. We do look knackered. Okafor stripped and ready to come on, which is nice to see. Maybe a bit too late, but, you know. Jolinton does well in the middle of the park. Takes it past Ampadu. Newcastle now want a third goal. Here's Livramento. He's driving. Livramento over to Harvey Barnes on this right wing. Causing Leeds all sorts of problems this evening. Over to Bruno Guimaraes. Nice ball from Bruno. Well defender Jakob Biol. Goodmanson needs to get it clear. He needs to go up the line. He does go up the line. And Aronson, nice flick on, but Calvert-Lewin couldn't get there. Nice flick from Brendan Aronson there. Newcastle, it's all Newcastle. The last few minutes continuing to go for that third goal. Point for Leeds here would be good, obviously. But, you know, leading twice in the game, you'd think, I don't know how you would think, you know, but there's still plenty of time to go. Plenty of time. And look at this right-hand side again from Leeds. Left exposed. Goodmanson. Luckily, it was a terrible cross in from, I believe it was Miley or Barnes. Calvert-Lewin's done really well to beat Miley, and Leeds win a throw-in. But yeah, again, down that right-hand side, that's where you lose the 4-3-3 when you can have your wingers helping back. Fair enough, Aronson has helped Goodmanson a bit tonight. But yeah, just not allowed. They just allowed too much time to whip in the ball. And Leeds have maybe go for a long throw-in here. How long is left? About 13 minutes to go. Farker must bring on Nonto Tanaka. Yeah, well, he's bringing on Okafor, it seems like. He'll probably come on for maybe he might go Aronson, but I think he might keep Aronson on, maybe take off Gruev, and we might see a change of formation. Jacobiol hits it long to James Justin, who finds Calvert-Lewin. Really good defending from I keep calling him O'Miley. Miley, again, Ampadu. I mean, the game's there for the taking for either side, really is. Stack. Good defending from Lewis Hall. Bruno Guimaraes, he drives now. Nice ball into Visser. Gruev gets there. Really nice from Gruev. Well intercepted. He finds Aronson. Aronson, he's into the box. Brendan Aronson for his second goal. Yes! 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 Brendan Aronson's done it. Of course he's done it. When hasn't he done it this season? He has been excellent again. Brendan Aronson. Oh my goodness. It's a break of play from Leeds. Gruev picks it up. He's done brilliant there to win the ball back. It's lost in the middle of the park. Gruev picks it up. It's an unfortunate slip, I believe, from Ramsey. And Aronson's timed his run brilliantly. He drives into the box and he's a man in form. And it hits the post. And he scored again, Brendan Aronson. Oh my God, the fee is worth it. How much did we pay for this bloke years ago? He's finally now doing something. Oh my goodness me. Leeds United are leading 3-2 at St James's Park. And it's that man again, Brendan Aronson, arguably the best player on the pitch again for Leeds. And he's done it again for Leeds this evening. What a goal. Leeds United lead 3-2. And I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm absolutely buzzing. Oh wait. I thought he was shouting offside. I thought he was shouting offside. Oh my God, that would have been the most embarrassing thing ever. Anton Stack coming off now for Leeds United. Yes! Leeds are leading 3-2. I have to change everything. That's the problem when there's too many goals. Come on, Brendan. Come on. 78th minute, brace from... Oh my God, what an absolute legend he is, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. What a legend. Thank you, everyone who's just joined. Come on, what a game of Farker gets away with it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I looked down for 1 minute and Gordon's just hit the side netting. Why is he so good? I have no clue. Guys, if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe. Smash that like button. Can Leeds hold on to a vital 3 points this would be? I'll get through to all your comments. Anthony Gordon coming off. I was about to clap him. I wasn't. I don't know why. Anthony Gordon coming off. Jacob Murphy on. They've now made all 5 subs. And I believe Okafor is on for Stack. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I was too busy celebrating. And I believe that is what's happening. Aronson, he scored again. He scored a brace. He scored 3 and 2 now. I can't. I don't know. Here we go. 10 minutes left of this game. Leeds lead again in this game. What a Premier League fixture. James Justin, Newcastle will win that free kick. Gruev gives that away. Leeds, I thought we're going to get away with an advantage. There's 9 minutes left of this game. If you're a clipper, if you want to clip some clips, clip my goal reactions to this, please, because that'd help. TikTok, YouTube, all that good stuff. Good play from Newcastle down this right-hand side. Like I said, they've made all 5 changes now. Visser on. They made Botman and who else they bring? Livramento on at half time. Ramsey and also who's just come on? Jacob Murphy for Anthony Gordon. Leeds have made a change. Okafor is on for Anton Stack. And Okafor's kind of gone into a left centre mid, left wing spot. I think it's to help cover that right-hand side that I've been talking about all game. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno, lovely ball out to Harvey Barnes. He gives it to Bruno Guimaraes. It'd be so unfortunate if Leeds, dropped another point again. We need to shut up shop, really. It was a lovely counter-attack. Lovely ball from Guerrero to Aronson. It was absolutely brilliant. Here goes Ramsey now. Ramsey fell over in the process. Whipped in. Leeds need to get it clear. Strauch wins it first. Brendan Aronson might look for a first hat-trick in Leeds colours, or maybe his career, but he doesn't. Gives the ball away to Lewis Hall. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. He needs some options. He gets Lewis Hall as an option. Nice ball over to Ramsey. Good football from Newcastle. Jolinton open it up for himself. Jolinton straight into the hands of Lucas Perry. Tame effort. Leeds hold the ball for a few minutes. Is there anyone I'm completely bald? That's what I'm supporting Leeds for all 53 years does, mate. I don't know how you do it. I really don't know how you do it. But we wouldn't do it any different, would we? We really wouldn't do it any different. Here goes a throw in now. Newcastle trying to speed this game up. Lewis Hall. I think Leeds now will just try and shut up shop, and maybe try and hit Newcastle on the counter-attack. It's going to be all Newcastle for the remainder of this game. We are into the 83rd minute, but Shah's injury, there'll be quite a few additional minutes there on this right-hand side again. Okafor down there to help Goodmanson. Jolinton, good header from James Justin. James Justin unlucky, obviously not to score in this game when he hit the crossbar. Harvey Barnes whips it in. He's gone out to this left-hand side at the moment. I think he might be there now after all the changes Newcastle have made. Bruno Guimaraes, lovely ball to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall maybe looks to whip it in. Nice ball from Lewis Hall. Goodmanson had to make the header, and it's a Newcastle corner. He had to make that header, Goodmanson, because Jacob Murphy was at the back post. And I'll tell you what, I'm still not convinced this game ends 3-2 to Leeds. I really, really don't. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's 4-2 to Leeds, but I don't know. They could still knock on the door here. Newcastle have a corner. Lewis Hall on this one. And they've been quite dangerous from these corners, and they put a lot of pressure on Lucas Perry. We need to see a cool, calm Lucas Perry in this box when this gets whipped in. I would love to see that. Lewis Hall whipped in. Not a bad ball. Gets dropped again. It goes over the... No, it doesn't go over the ball. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my. It dropped right on the line. I thought it was going well over, and Sven Botman, really unlucky. Everyone thought it was going over, and luckily Strauch and Calvert-Lewin sort of worked together to clear it in the end. It's another Newcastle corner. I thought it was going over, but actually it was dipping in. And they're really, really knocking on the door here. Lewis Hall whips in. Not a bad ball. Perry needs to come out for something, surely. Oh, my God, Newcastle Visser! Leeds get away with it. Leeds really get away with it. We have struggled defending these set pieces this evening. It gets whipped back. It gets, again, bounced around the box. Strauch half-heartedly gets it clear. Visser tries to hit it on the half volley, and it goes completely wide. But, I mean, all he had to do was just place it. And he's tried a half volley. Oh, my goodness. I keep saying, oh, my goodness me. I don't know why I keep saying that. Yeah. Leeds making another change. Here comes Lucas Metcher. We want 4, clearly. Don't see us holding them off. How many minutes since we scored? We scored in the 78th minute. So about 7 minutes ago, so we're doing all right. Anybody else not breathing? Yeah, well, yeah. Honestly, Lucas Perry on this goal kick. Metcher's going to come on, probably for, you'd think, Brendan Aronson, and maybe you go Calvert-Lewin and Brendan Metcher up top just to try and win headers. Calvert-Lewin tries to win that header. Doesn't work. Strauch, he didn't need to kick it along like that. But Okafor's going to try and touch it down. He does. Doesn't do too well, Okafor, but he does well to win it back, Okafor, against Jacob Murphy. And he goes all the way back to Strauch. Good play from him. And Strauch might try and find Okafor again. Probably wasn't the right option from Strauch. And Newcastle win a free kick as Calvert-Lewin, again, a bit too feisty in the air. 5 minutes until 90. But, of course, there'll be some additional minutes. And Leeds making a substitute now. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming off. Scored again. Nice penalty, and also got an assist. He jogs off. Lucas Metcher comes on for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I like that because Lucas Metcher, obviously, we've tried this left wing experiment with Lucas Metcher in recent weeks, and it hasn't worked at all. So Metcher coming on up front, which is good to see. Leeds make another change. Calvert-Lewin off. Again, scored a goal. Tuchel, get on the blower, Tuchel. Get on the blower. It remains Newcastle 2, Leeds 3 at St James's Park. The return of the live watch-alongs hasn't failed to entertain so far. I've seen 5 goals here, and hopefully not anymore. Only the Leeds way. Here's Harvey Barnes now. Not the best pass to Metcha. And Metcha's just come on and he's intercepted it. And where's he going? He's driving into the box now. Here goes the number 14. He might try and get a shot off. Does get a shot off. Hits the side netting and definitely wasn't the option. But a terrible pass from Harvey Barnes. Probably one of his only mistakes this evening. He tries to pass it to his back four. Metcha intercepts. And actually, he should have waited for some more support, really. He had support coming. He tried to go alone on this right-hand side and he smashed it into the side netting. That might cost Leeds. 3 minutes to go until the 90. I'd like to see how many minutes added on. I'm probably looking at 8 or 9, I reckon. And here's, not Shah, because he's off. Here's Botman. Here's Lewis Hall. Over to Livramento. He's tucked into this, or Lewis Miley, sorry. He's tucked into this centre-back role. Oh, my God. Follow your man. Follow your man. Good defending Leeds. Again, Jacobiol. I tell you what, the midfield switched off there completely. Jacobiol looks knackered, bless him. You've only got a few minutes left, mate. It is another Newcastle corner. And I tell you what, Leeds completely switched off in the midfield there. If Barnes didn't just whip it in first time, he had Guimaraes driving in the box, and all 3 Leeds midfielders just standing there watching. Track your man. It's basics. It's Newcastle corner here. They've been dangerous for these, and Lewis Hall whips it in. Get it gone. Lucas Perry with a not a very good punch. It goes back out to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall whips it in. They're saying it smacks off Aronson's hand, and it's a penalty, Leeds. That's not a penalty, Leeds. It's a penalty, Newcastle. Oh, it's a penalty, Newcastle. And it's Aronson, who's had a hell of a game, and now he's given away a penalty. He's trying to say it was on the outside of the box as well, even if it was. Let's see. Oh, it's so silly from Brendan Aronson. What? Does it strike it on the outside of the box? I'm not sure, but it's so silly from Brendan Aronson. Oh, he's had such a good game. This feels like a friendly. It feels like an exhibition match. Oh, he's had such a good game, Brendan Aronson. Now he's given away a penalty. Basically, Leeds can deal with the corner again. It goes all the way back out to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall whips it in, and Aronson's chucked his arm out like that. It's probably calmer for the first half one. Oh, my goodness me. Well, I mean, VAR are looking at it, and we might be seeing a free kick here. I'm not sure. It definitely hits the arm. It's just whereabouts Brendan Aronson is, I think. And looking at that still, his hand's inside, but his foot is on the outside. And that's what Brendan Aronson was trying to claim. If it's a free kick, then... Oh, it's so silly, though, either way. Yeah, penalty, Newcastle. Oh, Lucas Perry, this is your time to be a hero, fella. Brendan Aronson, you've been such a hero for Leeds tonight. Oh, we're into the 90th minute now. And this is terrible. Bruno Guimaraes, the number 39, the captain, steps up against Lucas Perry to make it 3-3 at St James's Park. And Lucas Perry, this is your time to be a hero, fella. Please, 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 please. Please, come on. Penalty, Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes steps up. Bruno Guimaraes sends him the wrong way. 3-3. Oh, I can't believe this game. It's Newcastle 3, Leeds United 3. And wow, wow, wow. Oh, God. 3 mistakes probably from Leeds. And, I mean, you'd probably take a point now. But I tell you what, Leeds have led the game 3 times. And it's just so disappointing, really. I mean, it's a hell of a game for the neutral, don't get me wrong. But I don't care about the neutral. I really don't care about the neutral. I care about Leeds, and it's 3-3. And it is a silly penalty to give away. I mean, the first half one was probably a bit more controversial, but it is now 3-3. Newcastle 3, Leeds 3. And yeah, what a hell of a game. But I can't believe what I'm watching. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. And he scored in the 90th. Bruno G. I mean, if Leeds go on to get a winner here, this would be absolutely great. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. and all that good stuff. If Perry doesn't save it, sack him. He didn't save it. 3 times we've been in front. Yeah, so annoying. I thought Leeds were going to seal out a 3-2 win, a historic win at St James's Park, but it doesn't look like that now. 10 minutes added on, and we're already into 92 minutes, and that was including a bit of the penalty. And I feel sorry for Brendan Aronson because he's gone from hero to zero, really. And it's disappointing, but we'll keep you up to date in the next 10 minutes. It is Newcastle 3, Leeds United 3. Subscribe if you are new around here, and smash that like button, please, please, please. We're trying to get over 100 likes on this live stream. If you want to see more live commentaries, more live watch-alongs, be sure to smash that like button. I don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to say. This is a very odd one. This is very, very odd. Here's Ilya Gruev over this free kick. Can Leeds snatch a late one? Imagine 4-3. Imagine the limbs. Ilya Gruev whips it in. Doesn't win the first header, Jacobiol. Newcastle get it semi-clear. Ampadu goes down. Referee says nothing. I don't know. Ampadu's gone down a bit soft there in the box. But Leeds give it up. Newcastle give it away. I can't even really commentate. This is so end-to-end. Aronson now. Drive, son. Drive. Make up for your mistake. And he's lost the ball. That's not what you want. Brendan Aronson. Really well in Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu switches it over to Okafor. If Okafor can keep that in, it'll be good. He tries to take on Livramento here. Go on, Okafor. Go on. There's still 8 minutes left of this game. Okafor does well to get into the box. Okafor might try and shoot himself. Lovely ball over to Brendan Aronson. We're in the box, Leeds. Leeds whip it in. That's not the ball from Aronson. Just he's lost all his confidence now because in the first half, he probably would have just gone alone there. And Jacob Murphy could run here. Goodmanson, good defending. And he gets pulled back and Leeds get away with it. Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the best games of football I've watched. What was Aronson trying to do there? We're going to regret all these last, but yeah. It's so annoying. It was annoying for him, but he scored 2 goals tonight. He's gone from hero to zero. Brendan Aronson gets up. Something happened there off the ball. Not really sure what happened to Brendan Aronson. I think he might want to come off. I'm not 100% sure. Leeds have only actually made, I think, is it 2 changes? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. It's Newcastle 3, Leeds 3. Goals from Brendan Aronson, 2 of them. Calvert-Lewin, not Ashley Barnes. Harvey Barnes, Jolinton, and Bruno Guimaraes in the 90th minute. A penalty from him. Leeds looking to go long. Here's Strauch with the free kick. Metcha might try and win it. Doesn't. Botman does. Ampadu does well. Not the best of... Oh! What a save, Pope! Oh my goodness me. Again. I keep saying goodness me. It's another big chance from Leeds. Ampadu heads it. Terrible back pass from Botman. Metcha tried to slide under Pope and it's a really good save from Nick Pope. Leeds are lucky not to make it 4-3 and Leeds do have a long throw-in that can go into the box here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Could this end 4-3 to someone? I think it could. It would be a brilliant point. But also, it would be an even better 3 points. Ampadu on this throw-in now. He goes long. Not his longest throw in. Nick Pope. Good claim from Nick Pope, to be fair to him. We are in 4 minutes into the 10. Newcastle now looking to break. Here's Livramento. The crowd getting behind him. Lovely ball over to Jacob Murphy. Jacob Murphy tries to put it across the box. Does. Oh, my God. Brendan Aronson's got back and he's defended really well, Brendan Aronson. And I think he's gone down injured, maybe, Brendan Aronson. No, he doesn't. He's got back up. Here's Lewis Hall. Okay, someone was offside in the process. So Leeds get it back to Lucas Perry. Dearie me. I think Leeds can get this, but then also I've lost my voice. I've lost all composure. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game this is. I know it's, Rodon is in trouble here. He's limping a little bit. Here comes Bornau and Tanaka and Nonto. So Leeds making 3 changes, and it's probably a bit too late. 98 people in here. Thank you so much for being here this evening. It means the absolute world. Subscribe if you're new. Let's see how many subscribers we are on. Hopefully we're not too far away from that 21,000. We are 19 away. I know it's different on the top corner from what it says down here on my phone, but we're on 20,981 subscribers. So if you're new around here, subscribe. That'll be absolutely legendary of you. And also smash that like button as well. It is here, Newcastle 3, Leeds 3, here on the Ollie Ward channel. Leeds about to make 3 changes. Bornau, Nonto, and Tanaka. And the thing is with games like this, right? Of course, I could be frustrated that we've dropped 3. You know, we've lost 3 times and all this stuff, or like we've scored and then conceded. But I'll talk about it at the end because we're about to make some subs. Here's Ilya Gruev coming off for Tanaka, Roden coming off for Bornau, and Aronson coming off for Nonto. Oh my God. I tell you what, I think we could, I don't know, could we? I don't know if we're even going to try. So yeah, Tanaka on, Nonso on, and Bornau on. Brendan Aronson, who looks, oh, he's just swearing. He's swearing, Aronson. For freak's sake, dude. That's what he's just said. For freak's sake, man. Um, Bornau on also for Roden, obviously getting his first 90 minutes, and what a 90 minutes to come back into. There's still going to be, I think, 5 minutes added on, including we're in the 97th minute, but I could see this going even longer. Lucas Perry with a big kick gets cleared by Miley, who's had a decent game at the back. Jacob Murphy tries to get it past Goodmanson, but Strout clears it up. Goodmanson, he hasn't had the best of games, but he could. Say again, terrible pass from Goodmanson there. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno. Oh, he's done it. He's done Tanaka completely. Lovely ball from Bruno. They go down this right-hand side. Whips it in. Lucas Perry, just catch it. He's punched it out. But Leeds get away with it. Okafor. Here's Tanaka. Tanaka now. Tries to put it over to Metro, but I believe Nick Pope will get there. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it here, Nick Pope. But Nick Pope goes out to Livramento. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. And I mean, they're looking for a fourth goal. Leeds maybe would be happy with a point. I mean, if we lost it now, it would be horrible. This right-hand side getting dominated as it has all game. Lovely ball from Murphy. Visser falls over. And they want a penalty. And it's a goal kick. Oh, my God, I thought he pointed to the spot. That's why I went silent there, because he kind of pointed. And I thought, oh, no, we haven't given away another penalty. But it's actually brilliant. It's brilliant defending from Bornau, and actually is a goal kick. Good refereeing. Bornau kicks it onto Visser as a goal kick for Leeds. Like I said, do you guys quickly let me know in the chat? There's 95 of you. Do you believe I should do a live match reaction, or shall I do? I don't know what to do. It doesn't matter. The game's still on. This could go anywhere. Kick from Lucas Perry. Leeds clearly, you can kind of tell they're playing for the point a bit here, but they wouldn't mind a counter attack. Here's Metcha. Put him line. Go on, Okafor. Okafor down this left-hand side. Leeds maybe looking for one last attack. Really good defending from Miley, and Okafor gets bullied off the ball. Newcastle want to attack again. Again, there'll still probably be about 3-4 minutes left here at St James's Park. Bruno Guimaraes looking for the switch. Bornau should win that ahead of Visser, but Visser, nice little tap on the back on Bornau. No foul there. Visser into the box. Does really well, Nonto, to defend that. But actually, Nonto's not the best clearance at all from Nonto. Bruno Guimaraes now. Over to Jacob Murphy. Murphy looks like he could whip it in. Oh, it's gone all the way back to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes might try a shot. Good defending from Leeds. Metcha gets it clear. Come on, Leeds. Metcha. I mean, all players are knackered here. Okafor. Oh, it's not the best of pass from Metcha, but Leeds might try and look to get. But Leeds aren't in necessarily a rush to get a forfeit. Okafor does well. Okafor, put it across the box. Match. Oh! Nothing happened. It went all the way through, but I thought someone could maybe tap that in. Oh my God, this is so end-to-end. What an entertaining game this has been. Oh my God. Newcastle want to go for this fourth goal, and they're going to keep going. Ampadu's got a new burst of pace. Really good tackle from Ampadu. Pick up a yellow for that, obviously. Jacob Murphy not happy with him, and Ampadu snaps at him. Absolutely snaps at him, and Ampadu turns back and gives him some, and Ampadu into the book there. It's a professional foul. Really good foul from Ampadu, and that's what you need. But Newcastle have a last chance to get this into the box, and that's his 6th this season, Ethan Ampadu. Obviously, he missed out the last game for suspension. We're into the 100th minute now into this game. It is 20 past 10 here in the UK. People are getting tired, but I'm not getting tired of this football. This could go on all night, even though I'm an absolute nervous wreck. Newcastle to whip it in. I'll tell you what, this will be a sucker punch if Newcastle score here. It really, really would. Bruno Guimaraes. He plays it short, actually. Goes to Jacob Murphy. Puts it back to Lewis Hall. No one's going out to press him. Lewis Hall. Whip in. Jolinton kind of heads it clear for Leeds. And they get it clear. It's on the sort of, I mean, Lewis Hall's the furthest one back, and he picks up the ball. Whether he's still playing on in the 100th minute here. Lovely ball over to Ramsey. Could whip in by Murphy. Doesn't. Guimaraes whips it in. That's going to be a corner, isn't it? Yeah, corner Newcastle. And Leeds haven't dealt with these corners all night. Over 100 of you in here in the chat. It's Newcastle 3, Leeds United 3. And Leeds need to deal with this corner. They really, really do. No one leaving the stadium early in this game. And tell you what, Newcastle have been good from these corners. They really, really have. Oh, my goodness me. This could get... Oh, no. Come on, just get this clear. Perry, for once, be a keeper. Lewis Hall, nice ball. Whipped in. Perry, good punch. Good punch from Perry. Nonto will keep this in if he can. No, he won't. He can't. They're going long throw. Oh, no, 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 no. They're playing it short. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Whips it in. Not a bad ball. He's gone down. Oh, my God, they've scored. Lucas Perry. Oh, Harvey Barnes has scored. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Harvey Barnes on the half turn, and how has Lucas Perry not saved it? Oh, oh my God. We were 3-2 up. We were... Oh, my God. The unbeaten run is over, and Farker looks furious. Oh, it gets whipped in, and it's not dealt with from Metcha. It's lazy from Metcha. But then Lucas Perry, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's going at about 3 miles an hour, man. He gets a touch on it, and it goes into the back of the net. Oh, I'm furious. Really lazy defending. Oh, God. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Oh, my God. I really didn't think we were going to get a 7-goal thriller here this evening. But we have. Oh, Leeds, try and get on the counter. Oh, my God. Visser might be through for a 5th. Here goes Visser now on this right-hand side. What a game this has been so far. Visser, I can't even describe this game. Visser goes alone. Visser tries to strike, goes out. Surely. Come on. Oh, they've won it. They've won it. It's full time. It's full time. And it's Newcastle 4, Leeds United 3 in a Premier League classic. And Harvey Barnes is... What a game. The subs were terrible. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Where do you go from here? Where do we go from here? Better than 5 live. Well done. Thank you, David. Didn't deserve that. No. Thank you, Buffon. Oh, the unbeaten run comes to an end. Thank you for a balanced watch along. No worries at all. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Wrong end of a good game. Yeah, exactly that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Our unbeaten run comes to an end. Leeds United have lost. And you know what? If you're a neutral fan, what a game that was. Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say. A brace from Aronson, a brace from Barnes, a goal from Calvert-Lewin. Guimaraes scored as well. I don't even know what to say. Farker out. Farker out. Well, it shows we can hang in with a good team, put up a fight. The thing is, it was Metcha terrible defending. Leeds still on 22 points now. Bournemouth obviously winning it late as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is quickly put in the chat right now. Do you want to see a live match reaction, or would you like to see just a normal one and you can watch it in the morning, or watch it after? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, I've commentated for 2.5 hours and my voice is gone. I'm so furious. I'm furious. I'm absolutely furious. It was absolutely bad. I mean, it was. Oh God, such a sad end. You're correct. Such a sad end. I don't know what to do. Have a rest, Ollie, and get a beer. I need some sleep. Garbage end. I don't know what to. Don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. I'm alright with the live reaction because listening while washing up. Yeah, I don't know if I should do live or a normal. I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. It has ended. Newcastle 4, Leeds United 3. Have a pint and let it go. Yeah. Can only blame themselves, I guess. I don't know because the substitutes were. I mean, Metcha was probably at fault for the. I mean, we need to talk about Lucas Perry. I mean, that's going to be a huge discussion point in the live chat, in the live match reaction. I don't know how to. I think there's a way of like forwarding on people to my live. I think that's a thing you can do, isn't it? I don't even know. I haven't done this in so long. I couldn't tell you if that's how you do it. I don't know if anyone else is feeling as deflated as I am. We led 3 times. We led 3 times in this game. I'm so deflated. I'm absolutely so deflated. Guys, if you did enjoy this live stream, I don't blame you. Have a rest, Ollie. Great commentary, shame about the result. Thank you, mate. You just can't keep a lead. We just can't. Too annoyed to listen to reactions. Yeah, fair enough. Perry out. Got the wrong keeper. Darlow would have been better. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to say. What is it with us and our goalkeepers? I mean, yeah, I feel sorry for Brendan Aronson as well because he had such a good game and then he conceded 2 penalties. I'm honestly speechless. I thought a point would have been excellent. Guys, there's over 100 of you in this live stream, and I'm 16 subscribers away from 21,000. So just help me out and subscribe on your way out. Smash that like button. I'm going to. I'm probably just going to do a normal match reaction, as I normally do, and we'll talk about it there, so I can calm my thoughts for a minute. And wow, I can't believe what I watched. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for all your support this evening. You guys have been absolutely excellent. Over hundreds of you here. You've been excellent this evening. It's ended Newcastle 4, Leeds United 3 with a 100th minute heartbreak from Harvey Barnes. And I can't believe we're even saying that. We led 1-0. We led 2-1. We led 3-2. Why couldn't we go and win it? Why couldn't we go win it? Don't blame the players on this one. I don't really blame anyone. It's an entertaining game. We're just on the wrong end of it. It's a 100th minute heartbreak. Thanks for the commentary, Ollie. Enjoyed that. I need to get some sleep. No worries. Oh, that's not the one I read. There we go. No worries, Chris. Boys, Voldemort hit the woodworks. Did he? Plenty of other games to win yet. Yeah, very true. Guys, I'm going to let you go and I'm going to record my match reaction right now and try and post it ASAP, even though I don't know how many of you will be awake to watch it, but maybe try and give it a watch. But I'm going to do my match reaction quickly now. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be just under 10 minutes of just a relaxed approach to what a game it has been. But if you did enjoy the commentary this evening, smash that like button for me. Really, really do. On your way out, smash that like button. Also, subscribe if you are new as well. Like I said, we're a few subscribers off 21,000. And if you want to continue to have your say, go over to my video that will probably drop in the next 20, 30 minutes. So get that notification bell on. But you guys have been excellent. You guys have been absolutely brilliant. To keep notified of everything I do, it's _OllieWard_. Get your thoughts in there. And yeah, I'm about to drop a match reaction. So stay. It might be alive. I don't know. Just turn the notification bell on. You'll see what's happening. But guys, I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent. Thank you for watching the first watch along that I've done in months. Not even months, years. I hope you did enjoy. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments. Clip my goal reactions. Do everything you want to do. I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheery. Do it back.